And so he's like slicing the guy like freaking in half. It's freaking insane. You guys have no idea. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Saturday Night Special. You guys caught us right in the middle of our One Piece discussion. Tonight we go in search of the One Piece. Cue that music.
Or don't. That works too.
Oh my god.
A well-oiled ship here.
Kyle, did you forget what you did?
I didn't know I was doing it.
We only have the oil. We don't have the ship.
Fuck.
What up, everybody? Thank you for joining us tonight. Kyle made the mistake of giving me the microphone to start things out. So I appreciate you guys all joining us. GT Comic in the chat, TK in the chat, AOA in the chat. Thank you guys for jumping in and giving us a little bit of that internet love.
Shout out to AOA for becoming our latest subscriber of Thresholds of Reality.
Boom! Thank you, AOA.
Oh.
And I think that puts us at the magic number of 420, doesn't it, Kyle?
Yep.
420.
Oh,
You guys know. It's one of those funny numbers.
I have no clue.
Tonight on the show, we got Brucifer bringing the heat. We got Matt bringing the simmering. We got Kyle bringing the dranks. We got Sticks bringing the network connectivity problems. You got me. You got me bringing the One Piece.
Dab, he came One Piece prepared.
Boom.
One Piece.
How you guys doing this week? You guys having a great week?
We are having a great week.
Me too, Buffy. Me too. Fuck. Not it. That was the theme of starting the show. Was not it.
Not it. I've had a great week because the One Piece live action has dropped. We're going to get into it later on in the show. But thrilled that it's finally hit. I don't know if you guys know, but I am a little bit of a One Piece fan. And this is kind of a red letter day because we were really sweating whether it was going to suck or not. You know, that was something that me personally and kind of the fandom in general was really sweating. And it didn't suck. So, great job.
Well, I know we'll get into it later, but I thought it was fantastic.
It was a burlesque show, right?
It was.
No, that's Two Piece.
Two Piece and a biscuit.
I get those confused all the time.
With extra sauce.
2 pieces of biscuit with extra sauce.
Yes. Sauce or is it gravy?
Whatever you want to call it.
Do you want any honey? Get that shit away from my bread.
Did Pete make Kyle cut his hair? Buffy wants to know. No.
Yep. Marco called me and he's like, listen, dude, the beard has got to go.
He's like, I invented the beard, all right? And now you're just copying me, so the beard's gonna go.
You can't I invented facial hair. I invented facial hair. Everybody who has facial hair has been copying me.
I was doing that 10 years ago.
Once told me, this is no joke. He once told me that because I wore my hat on backwards, that I was copying him.
My great-great-grandfather Giovanni Della Marco in the old country created the backwards hat. So you can't wear it like that.
You cannot wear your hat backwards, man. I got that trademarked.
There's an embargo on hats backwards.
I need to set the record straight.
And so I took my hat off, and he's like, hey, whoa. That receding hairline's got to go, man. I got that trademarked.
Oh my God.
Trademarked.
You'll be here.
I was like, wow, come on, Margo. What part of my look am I allowed to have, man? Sounds like you've got it all. You've got it all. The first 5 feet and 6 inches are mine. This first, that's me. I got that trademark. 5'6". I got that trademark.
5'6".
I do have to set the record straight, though.
Uh-oh.
Marco told a story about these curtains that everybody knows. I did not watch a YouTube video on cutting a rug and modifying it into curtains.
Kyle is 14-year-old play now.
These are actual curtains that we actually bought. They're not rugs from wherever he said. Wherever he said that. What is it? What did he say? It was some kind of
lodge or hotel,
lodge or
lobby or something.
yeah, banquet hall or something.
They're actually
Banquet hall.
Persian imports.
I don't know where he got that story.
Yeah, I thought your wife spent a lot of time to find those curtains, and she really likes them.
We did. We walked halfway down the aisle at Ross.
Yeah, there you go. But getting to Ross was a real challenge because you had to fill up your whole tank before you went, and that cost at least at that time probably at least $10.
Yeah. So,
well, we got a great show for everybody.
It was a great story though,
yeah.
Marco. It was a great story.
Yeah, inventing stuff.
It was a very convincing story. I believed it.
We love Marco though. We love Marco.
We do love Marco. He's a great guy. He takes the ribbing gently. That's
his pleasure.
That is ribbed for his pleasure.
Damn.
What up? What up, dudes? Let's hit that.
Repair
Super
Tech
chat.
Tony, subbing up for a 7-month membership.
Nice.
What's up, dudes? 6th best show on earth. Now we're 6th.
Dude, we're rocking.
What?
Hey, when you're going down, there's
Is
no
there even
limit
6
to
shows
how
on
far you
Renovision?
can go. There's no limit to how far down we can go.
I didn't even know we had 6 shows on Renovision.
Well, if you count Pete Shorts.
Dilapidated house.
All right. I was gonna try not to do this the whole show, but
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
I was trying to find a clip that we could replace that with that goes, "Good job, nice work,
Golf clap.
good job." Yeah, I was trying to find something like that.
I think you could mine some clips out of
Men at Work.
Happy Gilmore for
Oh
golf
yeah,
clap,
men
right?
at work.
Yeah, the
Men
theme
at
there
Work.
really-
Yeah, it's Men at Work. They do the golf clap.
Yes. I'm gonna pull that up and
Norm
have
Macdonald.
Matt,
There you go.
have Matt make that.
And I am not at a Motel 6 in Nebraska. I'm just not home.
It's South Dakota.
It's
No,
God no.
Brucifer's classier than that. It's a Red Roof Inn.
Oh my God, that's where they put all the sex offenders they released from jail here. They put them all in Red Roof
Donkeys.
Inn.
They do? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Because
Does Red
we
Roof
have
Inn
the
know that?
facility. We have the facility like 40, 50 miles away, so they will get released here.
Yikes.
Or they put him to work at the Walmart distribution center.
Walmart reader.
Yep.
here in Arizona. They used to put them all at the place I used to work in the warehouse.
Did they sexually?
You had to
assault
clear
each
them out
other?
with the broom. Get,
I
go on, get.
remember there was one guy I was, outside stretching my legs, taking a break, having a drink, and the dude walked up to me and he's talking to me, and I was like, "Hey," he's like, "Yeah, I just got." He's like, "I murdered 2 people," and I was like, "What? What the fuck?" He's like,
drop your drawers.
he was like, "One of them I got away with," and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
And
are
his
you
name
standing
was
next to me
Solo
for?"
Wookie.
Oh.
Oh,
And so Kyle invited him onto the podcast.
Kyle was like,
Yeah,
"You want to be a podcast?"
I said,
He's in,
Come on,
he's in
tell
the
your
green room
story.
right now. He's backstage right now.
I was like,
Oh.
"Hey, I do a podcast on Friday nights. You wanna come hang out with us?"
Wait, is this the part where he said you are one of the good ones? No.
He's like, "I set the guy. He set the guy on fire." He said.
you're the one I let
Yeah.
go.
Mhm.
I was like, "Hell nah." I went back inside. I was like, "Hey, that guy they just hired, he just said he murdered 2 people. So I don't know if you guys want to keep him here, but I'm just letting you know."
That's wild.
And then they're like, "We're gonna fire him." I was like, don't do that because he's gonna murder me next.
He'll come back.
Don't do that.
Give
Wait
him a
a week.
severance. He transferred to corporate.
No, he's gonna.
Mailroom.
Yeah, I don't want him to set me on fire.
God.
Yeah, he'll know. He'll know it was you that ratted him out.
Yeah, he was telling me the story, man. I was like, oh fuck.
Did you say something, man? Did you say something?
No, man, I'd never rat you out, man. I'm not a snitch.
I'm one of the good
Come on,
ones.
come on.
Remember?
I was like,
You wanna come over
nah.
and meet my dead wife?
It was crazy, dude. I was a little scared. I'll admit that. What the fuck was that?
Easy, Lucifer.
That was me. Sorry.
Bruce's getting all
Someone just
hot and
farted into
heavy.
the
I
microphone.
know.
You know what happened?
I'm sorry about that.
Exactly.
I didn't mean to blow
Snitches
into
get
the mic.
stitches.
You guys ready for
You
some
bet.
news? Or are we still waiting for people to get here?
Brucifer was like, murder.
Murder.
Can't contain myself.
Murder.
Remember to go
Murder was the
to
case they
on
gave.
Wednesdays as well and sub up to Brian and all his good content.
Do you guys know what his blackface comment is about? I don't know
No.
what that is. I don't know what that is.
Are we ready to start the news?
Hit it.
Oh, that's me. I forgot. Shit. Hold on. This is Matt tonight helping out with the show.
I got
fucking shit. I didn't rig shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it.
it from here. I couldn't get to the opening of the show because Styx's goddamn slides take forever. So I
Shut
got
up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
I can't.
I got it from here.
Beautiful. All right, let's hit this first story. It's a good one. Anybody who has access to this slideshow.
Motherfuck.
I thought
dude.
Bruce was running the slide.
Oh, Giancarlo Esposito says he
All
was
right.
talking to James Gunn about the possibility of starring in a DC movie before the strike began. What possible character do you guys think that Giancarlo can possibly play?
Lex Luthor.
Is there a drug
Lex Luthor.
running chicken man in the DC universe?
Dude, you don't think he'd make a badass Lex Luthor?
Oh, you know what?
think
He
so.
already did kind of the Two-Face, right? His death scene in Breaking Bad. He's kind of already in the Two-Face thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, he would be badass as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll cast him as Lex because I think he wants Clark and Lex to be close to the same age.
Smallville approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, hello. I want to share my screen real quick
Oh God.
because I'm going to show you guys how this show just started.
In the meantime,
How is that different from any other show?
yeah, like
Come on.
Yo,
I thought
have
we
you-
aimed for that. That was our
Speaking of
goal.
this, have you seen the video on TikTok and Instagram and all that shit of the kid like doing a YouTube thing in the front of his like he's in a camper or some shit, and all of a sudden his buddy just like jumps the car through it and takes him out?
No.
Yeah, so they're doing a stunt where they're gonna jump a car through a camper, and he's setting up the camera and he's introing it, and he doesn't get out of the way, and the dude jumps the car into the camper and like takes the kid out, and at the same time, it's
Damn.
wild.
did
That's
the kid
crazy.
die then?
I don't know. I'm assuming so, but
Yikes.
and there's also the video of the dude sitting on the train and then or on the bus, and all of a sudden a car comes through it and like shoots him to the other side of the train.
Oof, that's crazy.
Well,
But do you want me to run the slides, Bruce, or do you got it?
I got it.
Okay. Now
All
that
right,
we've got
so-
that under control.
So I was thinking that Esposito could possibly play Lucius Fox, working
Ooh,
for
that's a good one.
Bruce Wayne and Wayne Industries.
Watch. This is Matt right here. This is
Too
the
old.
show, and watch, Matt's coming. Just wait.
Why is it on me? Like last time I checked, there's fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people or 5 people on this panel.
There are two that have
like-
access to presenting.
Brucifer's doing a fine job.
He's doing a great job. Let's get back to the slideshow. John, you're saying Lucius Fox.
Yes.
I think that's a waste of talent. I think
I don't think they would. Yeah.
I think Giancarlo Esposito does such a great job as a villain that casting him as a support character would be a mistake.
Now you're trying to typecast him.
I don't
I
think he wants to play a villain anymore.
And, well, maybe that's true, but it's a paycheck, right? And he's very good at it. On the other hand,
Al Jordan.
he could do like Alfred, right? He could be Alfred. It doesn't have to be Lucius Fox. It could be Alfred. It could be. I mean, who do you want to see Giancarlo Esposito play? Who do you want to see him play?
Lucius Fox for me.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Really, Lucius Fox? You think the talent of the likes of Giancarlo Esposito is going to be Lucius Fox?
Yeah, because he's a badass. Tech
Lucius Fox
genius.
is?
I think he's a
No.
badass. Tech
I like
genius.
Mr. Freeze. I like
He's
that
behind
idea.
all of
Is it-
Batman's gadgets and equipment.
The real question, though, is how does he deliver an ice pun? If he's Mr. Freeze, how well would he deliver that?
I'm cold.
That's not an ice pun. Time to kick some ice.
Time to cut some ice.
Freeze.
Everybody say freeze.
I see you ordered the number 4 2 wing and a thigh special, but you forgot the ice for your drink.
Ice.
You know who I would put him in? I would put him in as Sinestro.
Damn, that's icy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like
that's
Sinestro.
a good choice.
I would put him as Sinestro.
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, so if he's gonna be a good guy,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, if he's gonna be a good guy, Martian Manhunter wouldn't be too bad. As a good guy.
No.
Or, well, I guess he's more a good guy than anything, I guess.
are there any elder statesmen of the DC universe that he could be?
I'm still pulling from Professor X and X-Men.
Professor X. Well, that's Marvel, so we're talking DC here, buddy.
Yeah, Matt.
Wow.
I know, but I'm just saying I'm still pulling to go Marvel.
Okay, I want him as Professor X as well, so I'll say that.
By the time the X-Men will come out, he will be 80 as Professor X.
Hey,
What? You know it's true.
Wait, how old
With
is
the
he now?
strike.
79.
No.
Oh, so he close to Stick's age.
he's close
Wow.
to six,
Yeah, he
man.
bought that cap
Wow.
number 1 off the rack, too.
Only I could delete you from the stream first.
All right, next up, John Wick director on how his Henry Cavill Highlander reboot will feel like a prequel.
You know how it's going to feel like a...
So, talking to Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, the John Wick director suggested his approach to the new film in development will be to launch a potential series of films. He says the idea is not to rush the first movie to the original film's conclusion, which crowned MacLeod the sole survivor of a group of dueling immortals following their climactic gathering. I think we have some very good elements now, he said. The trick is when you have the tagline, there can be only one. You can't just kill everybody the first time.
There could be only one.
Stahelski also said the
Or
film
two.
will incorporate elements of the 1992 syndicated Highlander series, which ran for 6 seasons.
Yep.
Our
And a
story,
spin-off.
our story engages a lot of the same characters, but we also brought in elements of all the TV shows.
Mm.
Stahelski said. We're trying to do a bit of a prequel, a setup to The Gathering, so we have room to grow the property. The last
Is-
spinoff they were what, with the Raven, which was horrible. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
I like the
So-
Raven.
You
The
think?
only
So
thing
is-
Henry Cavill could play is fucking Superman.
Well, he's done with that, and he's done with The Witcher.
Thank God.
All of his great stuff is done.
Yeah, he got
You gotta
shanked
find more
on The
great
Witcher,
stuff to
but-
do.
Yeah, he did. He definitely took the shaft all the way to the balls when it came to The Witcher.
Yeah,
I can't wait till he
really
plays
screwed him over on that.
a sad person that has to have a dog and they go across the country or something.
Oscar performance. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, you mean like Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
So Chad Stahelski's the director of John Wick. Is this going to do with sword fighting what John Wick did with gunfighting?
Hopefully they make it more like they do like the Raid and John Wick. Yeah, a cool mud fight scene.
There's a difference. You actually have people out there asking for another John Wick movie versus nobody's making any noise about a Highlander reboot.
I wouldn't
Anyways.
mind watching Highlander.
Or a
I
prequel.
loved Highlander.
I like the TV
Cloud,
series more than I
I'm
like the
a cloud.
movies.
Yeah, the TV series was a lot better than the movies.
The
Yeah.
porn parody's the best.
What's that called?
Highlander.
I never seen
Yep,
it.
Highlander.
Send me a link. I'll watch it later.
Oh boy.
What?
He
Gotta do
watches
what you
it for
gotta
the
do.
plot.
You know, being
Yeah,
in a
plot.
Motel 6, I got to do something.
Right?
It contains some
We'll leave the light on for you.
scenes that might not be suitable for all viewers.
What, triple anal?
Triple. How many aces can one guy have?
This would be
What?
what Zoolander did for breakdance
It's,
fighting.
You're thinking of the human caterpillar porn.
Well, you guys fans of the Highlander movies or TV show?
Yeah.
I
I like the
love
TV show and the first movie.
Yeah.
Six, what
Got a
would you
little
pick?
crazy after that.
Highlander or Doctor Who to watch over and over again?
I'll still stick with Doctor Who.
Doctor Who gives a
I'll watch
shit.
Highlander every once in a while.
It's Sonic Screwdriver.
All right.
I've seen that porn.
Yeah, it does sound like a device, a personal
Yes.
device.
Better than a Sibian. It's got a
Pretend I have no
sawzall
idea.
attached to it.
It's got a sawzall. So after you're done taking care of business, you can actually go back out in the shop and finish things off.
Yep, you can finish building those cabinets.
I thought I could have swore the director of John Wick was working on the next John Wick, and that was it Hotel Continental.
Yeah,
That's
on
a
TV show.
Peacock series, I believe.
Oh.
it's Peacock.
Yeah, it's Peacock.
And they were in discussions about John Wick 5 right up until the
The
writer's
strike.
strike.
Sword fighting and heads getting chopped off equals gold.
Well,
Mhm.
sounds like my Saturday nights, but I'm here.
Not that kind of sword fighting.
Whoa!
What?
Shots fired! Rawr.
Six, just because I told you no doesn't mean it won't happen. All right?
No, don't even say it. No.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
I heard Styx was trying to
Yeah.
get you to share a room at Baltimore, but you wouldn't do it.
No.
You didn't want to cuddle with Sticks?
Nobody does.
Sticks on top
Styx
of
was
the
like,
covers.
I'll let you hold the sonic
Bruce under
screwdriver.
the covers.
Hey, you want a sword fight? Yeah. Oh, not with lightsabers.
Just in case no one knew, I'm not gonna cheat on my streaming husband, K-Dog up there.
Dude, Sticks is gonna be like, I didn't know they made lightsabers that color.
Oh,
I expect Bruce to come back from Baltimore with a height chart measuring all the heights of everyone on Renovision.
oh
Is there-
God!
No touching tips.
Everybody stand against the wall.
You can draw
Listen,
a little
he's-
chalk line.
He's tall himself, so he's you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty tall. Well,
Yeah.
oh, I'm tall for
Yeah.
Renovision. Short bastards.
I would say you're what, 6'1"?
Yeah, about 6'1".
Oh shit.
You know, compared to Pocket Bear Pete,
How tall's Pete?
5'2".
I can't see Pete. Oh,
Nah,
there you
No
go.
way. He's not 5'2".
I don't know.
Bruiser said, I walked into Baltimore and looked down on all of my loyal subjects.
And they're looking up, smiling. All right, next up. SAG-AFTRA board voted unanimously to send strike authorization for the video game industry companies, including are Insomniac, Disney, WB, Epic Games, Activision, and EA.
So that means they can make shit and talk about it, or what?
Well, no, they're saying that the voice actors for
Strike
the video
actor.
games are now going to be striking too.
Yes.
Give me a fucking break. Just
It
get
feels
back
like
to fucking work.
to try and
No
strong
one,
arm everybody.
no one's gonna miss anything.
What?
But then you have like AMC went out and cut a special deal with SAG-AFTRA to make it to where their Walking Dead spinoffs can film.
Yep.
And
Well,
all
they
the
agreed.
actors can be
They
in them
agreed
and
to
all that, so,
all. They agreed to all the terms that they wanted in their contract. That's why they were able to do that.
yeah. Everyone else should just do it and let's get this show on the road, man.
I think we should do
You want to strike?
strike authorization against Pete Marco.
Oh, jeez.
They're like, fucking kick rocks, you fucking fuckers. We
Hey,
don't
they
need
offered to send us all a check. We're getting paid.
Getting
I'm just-
paid, bitches.
It's not
I'm
We
much.
just-
getting residuals?
I'm just a guest on the show, so I will turn that down.
I will turn that down.
But you know, I really
So
don't.
you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I don't think this is going to have a big impact because most AAA games take 3 to 4 years to complete anyway.
Yeah, you can do the voice acting anytime.
Yeah, they could run through the whole game and add the voices later.
In about 7 minutes.
You
8.
could also there's also the voice
she's
emulators where you
hot.
can just type in the text and then have Vegeta read it off.
Jesus.
Or it'll just go back old school where it's all in text and you have to read it.
Yeah.
There you go. They should.
And it's just
totally
like
do
the typewriter, the fake.
All your
typewriter
base
thing.
belong to us.
That fake typer. Tick, 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 tick.
Strike authorization will be the name of Kyle's metal band.
Fuck yeah. Oh, shit.
Well, this was
Authorized.
Write it down. Write it
I'm going to tell
down.
my son. I'm going to text him right now. Watch this. You guys don't have to stay quiet and watch me. It's all right.
Well, you did say watch this.
Yeah, you did.
yeah. You said watch
it.
is like
Yeah, there.
we were
Yeah,
like,
watch-
what is he doing?
Watch this.
Wait,
As
wait,
me.
wait.
mean?
Streamers and balloons and
He's trying to get us to watch him text.
Yeah, so I don't think this will affect anything that's already in development unless it goes a year and a half or 2
Well,
years.
it effectively stops like the press for Spider-Man 2 that it's supposed to be one of the biggest games coming out in a month. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, how often do
yeah, but that
do
should
the
already
voice
be done,
actors really go out and do the promotion?
they
of
were
these
all
games?
over San Diego Comic-Con. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
all over San Diego Comic-Con because
There.
nobody else could.
Well,
be.
they're the only ones that could show up.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves has done video game promotion
Of
for
course, they're going to be there.
what was it, Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did E E3.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
2077.
Cyberpunk.
How long did
full
it
of
take them to
bugs.
fix that game?
No.
That game's. I don't know if that game's even still technically finished yet.
No, still in beta.
Still in
Here
beta.
comes another patch.
I don't know. I think Fortnite is the longest running beta ever.
New game, The Last of Us 2, starring
All right.
Alexa.
How may I help you? All right.
To catch a predator bait.
Oh my god.
only 14 years old.
Hey, would you like to meet?
I'm in danger.
I'll meet you at the mall.
Right now, FBI is
The
knocking
Wetzel
on my door.
pretzel.
Sound like Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's what we're going for.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Next up, Echo, a spinoff from last year's hit Hawkeye. Wasn't really a hit. Was originally announced for November 29th, but has now
The
shifted
Echo-
to January of 2024.
Hopefully it
That's
ships in
accurate.
January of 2020. Never.
The series
Right.
stars Alakwa Cox as
Yeah,
a
baby.
one-time head
Cox.
of a
Said
criminal
Cox.
organization who returns to her hometown in Oklahoma to come to terms with her past.
Aquafina Cox.
The series, which centers on a character who is deaf and Native American descent, is described as having a grittier and more grounded tone than some of the other Marvel series, and will feature appearances by Daredevil and villain the Kingpin.
Is this going to be Marvel's answer to Yellowstone? Is that what we're seeing?
Yellowstone.
That's it.
She's going to Oklahoma
Why is Kingpin and Daredevil in Oklahoma?
because they're trying to take
They're
the
on
ranch.
vacation.
They're trying to take down the ranch.
Vacation. The whole show's
Didn't
about
you
them.
see? Didn't you see Kingpin's shirt at the end? He's clearly on vacation.
He's always on vacation. It's the only shirts that'll fit him.
I can slide.
He was supposed to go to Maui, but since the fires, he had to change it to Oklahoma.
Too soon. Too
man.
soon.
Man,
Check out Thresholds of
Right now,
Reality. for the truth
right now,
behind
Jedi
the
is shaking
Lahaina
his
fires.
fist at the stream.
Yeah,
Is anybody hyped for this?
No.
no.
I think this is going to be a
No.
huge misfire.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I
they
was,
need to
I mean, I
incorporate this
was
into something else.
after Hawkeye, and then they were like, "Oh, well, we're gonna release all the episodes at once," and I was like, "Oh, well, that's not a good sign." And then now it's getting pushed to 2024, so it's like, well, who cares at this point? I guess.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
Like,
I
why
don't-
push a product that's already finished? I don't get, like, why are you pushing movies? I know you can't have press for them, but really, how much does that press do? If people want to see it, they're gonna go see it. So, like, pushing movies and shows, why? Why are you doing that? Like, put it out, get some buzz out there, and it just doesn't make sense why you're gonna keep
Because-
pushing this stuff.
This is done,
Because
right?
this-
This is in the can.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is finished.
This is done. Yeah, Disney isn't like WB where they're willing to shove a whole show. So if it's really bad and they just keep pushing it off, they're not going to shove it like WB did the Batgirl show.
Oh,
Or
Batgirl.
Ruby or whatever it was.
Says I'm
That,
just
that looked
wondering
horrible.
how well they will.
Even I
communicate
will
the
admit
show.
that looked horrible. And I'm a Batgirl fan.
That show was terrible.
Well, like,
Yeah, and
yeah.
Brandon Fraser looked
Actually,
horrible
kinda-
as Firefly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
well, like Sony did it with the new Ghostbusters movies. That's done and finished and supposed to be coming out this year, and then they pushed it to next year. So it's like, why? If look at Aquaman, that movie's done and shot, and they keep pushing that movie too. Like,
Well,
why
Aquaman's
are
still
you pushing
releasing.
movies that are done?
Because
They're
they know they're
releasing
going
it.
to
It's still
suck.
releasing in December. They haven't pushed Aquaman yet.
I thought that got pushed to next year.
Well, maybe what they're looking for is a more advantageous release time that they wouldn't have had except for the strike shutting down other projects. And so they're taking advantage of pushing it at a time when they think it'll be better. I don't know if Thanksgiving holiday is better than January. I would think that Thanksgiving is better than January.
I think a lot of schools go on break in
Yeah.
January. So
Well, no, they're coming back from break in January.
They're coming back.
Ah.
Yeah, they
Well,
come back
isn't
from
like
break.
one of the biggest times for movies is Christmas? Like, isn't
Well,
that
starting the holidays. So Thanksgiving, typically
Sometimes.
war movies were coming out in November.
sometimes, not always.
Marvel
I
usually
think,
has a November release.
I think the first Aquaman was probably like the last big holiday movie.
Also, Aquaman is set to arrive in theaters December 20th.
There you go.
And I think the only
Christmas.
I think the only competition was
Bruce
pushed
Ford.
back to next year. I forgot what movie it was supposed to go up against. And Wonka's releasing right before or a week after.
It's going up against Kingdom of Nerds.
Huh. that show is done. I'm packing up my table and walking away.
I
Taking
just
my ball
think
going
you're already
home.
feeling the effects when theaters like we're gonna bring back the Dark Knight trilogy in theaters this year, you know, to run alongside Oppenheimer. And it's like,
Is that what they're doing?
yeah, well, for Batman Day, yeah, they're gonna run the Dark Knight trilogies in theaters again.
That'd be cool. We're gonna go to the movies to see that.
Is that one of our stories?
No.
No.
Well, this is going to be just an absolute banger, I think. A modern Western, old, Yellowstone, Dallas. It's gonna
Who shot Echo?
Keep Dallas out your mouth, buddy.
Who shot
Dallas
Echo?
out
Who
your mouth.
shot JR? Who shot Kingpin?
It was all a dream that last year did not happen. Bobby is alive.
He's still alive.
All right, next up. Why don't comic books do recaps during the stories anymore? First off, it's interesting.
Poor Steve.
And the only enemy of this show,
Yeah.
Steve Englehart.
I think at least 2 or 3 enemies of this show right about now. First off, here's an interesting thing about recap pages in general, and in Jim Lee's work in specific.
Jim Starlin.
Oh, Jim Starlin. Sorry.
Close
Well,
enough.
Starlin's clearly as noted by Joel here. Hey, at least I didn't call him the Gimp. All right. We'll do recaps in his works as a regular part of them, as I noted in an old comic book Legends revealed around 1974. Marvel came up with a cost-cutting measure, which was to make it so that creators would be paid for 18 pages of story, but the comics had to have 19 pages in them. Marvel didn't dictate how the creators got the extra page, so it wasn't a case of them literally saying, do 19 pages and we'll only pay you for 18 of them. It was just come up with a way to get a 19 page in the comic book somehow. A number of creators like Steve Englehart, aka the Gimp, would just come up with the idea of turning one
They
page
put that in the article
on its end. So it became a 2-page spread, and thus that one page was now suddenly 2 pages. Sometimes it seemed to even take a single panel and expand it into 2 pages. However, that was for the creators who were already working on Marvel Comics. When the change went into effect for the next group of writers and artists, they were just used to working recaps into their stories, like John Byrne, Chris Claremont, and Terry Austin in this sequence in X-Men 125.
Tell me that's not bullshit, though. We're only getting paid for 18, but we need 19 pages of comic books.
That's wild.
Isn't that fucked up?
That's like working 8 hours and they're like, could you work an extra hour and we're not going to pay you?
So that's why Jim Starlin would do the recap, was so that he was using old stuff and he would put it into the next comic so that it would fill the pages. And then the Gimp was smart and he would just turn the art sideways so it made two pages. But tell me that's not like, who in the fuck at Marvel said, man, how can we make some extra money? I know. Let's not pay our fucking artists.
SNS equal.
They won't mind. They won't mind at all. They'll understand.
Our artists and writers, they don't need to actually do 19
They don't
pages
need
to get
paid
paid
for
it.
every page.
Wow,
That's
seems
fucking bullshit.
seems like Marvel has been screwing over the talent for decades.
It sounds like it.
That's
At least
wild.
Steve Englehart, aka the Gimp, was smart about it.
We got to make sure we have 13 pages for our advertisements.
Right? Motherfuckers.
32-page book, you're only getting paid for 19 because the other 13 is going to be nothing but ads.
No, you're getting paid for 18.
Nothing but ass.
Right, 18s.
We have
Nothing
ass
but
in Marvel.
ads for how to make your cock grow or
Oh,
Gotta get
The
those
best
advertising
is
dollars.
the kid getting pushed around at the beach, and then he's strong afterwards.
Yeah.
You can order sea monkeys.
There you go.
X-ray spectacles.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Dude, it would be awesome. I wonder how many people actually sent away for like the X-ray spectacles.
I'm sure a lot of kids did.
Probably a ton.
What do you mean, drink your Ovaltine? This is bullshit.
Dakota rings.
I just thought that was crazy, though, that cheap motherfuckers.
Well, they probably made a shit ton of money off the backs of these creators back then. Paying them.
That's why most of
peanuts.
them are dying broken
Mhm.
and poor.
I believe that's why the Hero Initiative was started.
Right.
Correct?
Yes.
Correct.
That's why you had someone like Bill Finger die on somebody else's couch because he was broke and
Jeez.
homeless.
That's
And the
insane.
dudes from Superman.
All right.
All right.
All right.
On that note,
On that
Hold on.
note,
Let's just stay silent for a while.
let's let that sink in.
I'll take the time and say, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not a member, and share this with your friends, family, and just people you just generally don't like. Skybound,
It's like sending a glitter bomb to your enemies.
pretty much.
Here's a link. I think you'll hate it.
You have been rickrolled.
You'll love it.
I got.
Skybound and Hasbro released new Transformers variant covers. Skybound and Hasbro revealed several variant covers for the first issue of the upcoming Transformers comic run by Daniel Warren Johnson. The covers feature art from various Skybound comic artists, including Johnson and colorist Mike Spicer. Each cover depicts Optimus Prime and his team of Autobots, consisting of Ratchet, Cliffjumper, RC, and Wheeljack, in various battle poses and action scenes. The covers also include the Autobots and Decepticons. Each cover is from a different artist at Image Comics, the series publisher, and even some DC Comics alumni.
Here,
Are you guys hyped for this?
I
Oh, I'm
got-
so hype.
I just want to know. I'm super
As
hyped.
soon
for
as
it.
it loads, I'll show off some of the covers.
Is there a Charlie Adler cover for this?
Optimus
'Cause I wish there
Prime.
was, because I bet you it'd be badass.
Hold on, my internet's still spinning.
Can I get an Adam Hughes Transformers cover?
Yeah, it's the sticks effect. I'm telling you.
Matt, go in the docs. There's the link.
All right.
Yeah. So what I did is I got it. Yeah. I agree with you, Joe. It's a. God damn it! Fuck you, CBR. Fuck you, internet. Fuck you. I don't know why I pay extra for my fucking internet, because it's fucking Nico type internet.
Dude,
Sticks
my
is
internet is like limited to 100 gigabytes.
Hey, you know what? Tell your special friend to fucking don't be cheap.
No, it's just the area. It doesn't go higher than that. Fucking small towns.
Time to fucking move.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, I just got it to load. All right.
Mine's doing nothing but loading the ads.
Here, I already got
ad,
it. Oh, there it
ad.
is.
Oh,
There it is.
Ah,
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like that cover.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
RC right in the middle.
Starscream, Rumble.
Rumble.
Oof,
That's a
I kinda-
badass cover.
I like
that's
that
fucking
one.
Good.
sweet.
Optimus Prime.
I wish I told you who did the cover. This is Otley.
Ollie's a badass.
That's cool.
That's
I
pretty
like
cool
that.
too.
They're all actually pretty cool so far.
If they're gonna
That's
be
badass. That Optimus
Yeah.
Prime is badass.
It'd be cooler if he actually like squished them.
we don't need no
Nah.
humans.
That's not his brand.
I don't
You
want
guys know it's not
any
his brand.
humans in my
Oh,
Transformers.
we got a spoiler cover.
Oh.
Starscream or
What
Megatron?
could it be
Megatron.
now?
Who could it be now?
What could it be now?
How long before we get a Kirkham battle damage cover of Transformers? Optimus.
Whoa.
I say by issue, it'll be an issue 1 second print. Whatnot exclusive.
At New York City
Fuck.
Comic Con.
Fuck.
Yes, at New York Comic Con. It'll be the same pose of all of his other battle damaged. It'll be Optimus Prime looking like he's gonna take a grumpy.
Leaking oil from his
That's what I was
face.
about to say.
No.
Optimus Prime showed his oil leak.
Well, I'm pretty hyped for this. I haven't read a Transformers comic book in years, and I'm looking to jump on and actually
The
see what's
spoiler
going on.
is
And then-
Optimus Boy.
oh no, Optimus Boy, please
Optimus boy.
no.
He's got inverted colors. Red
I've been
helmet.
here the whole time.
You want to
Red
meet me
helmet.
at the mall?
Venomize Optimus Prime.
I'd be so pissed if I seen something close to that. Dude, I would sell all of my comics and fucking you. That would be it.
What
that's
if it
the
was
end
Pessimist Prime? You guys be okay with
That's Prime.
that?
It would be better if it was Hindsight Prime.
Oh God,
Pessimist Prime.
what did I sign up for?
It's gonna be Optimus Prime, so it's just Optimus
Optimistic Prime.
Optimus Miss Prime, so it's gonna be Optimus in a blonde wig.
He's a ginger robot. What?
You have no
His
soul.
head is clearly blue.
You have no soul. All right.
All right. Next up, the newest Flash titles are the solution for bloated superhero families. The Flash is the can't read that.
I got you. There you
The
go.
Flash is the fastest man alive, but he's not the only fleet-footed hero in the DC universe. More than almost any other hero, the Flash represents legacy through an extensive cadre of similar associates. This concept actually became a problem in the modern comics. Although the Scarlet Speedster may ironically offer a solution, beyond the main Flash title, 2 new spin-off miniseries are also in the works. Focusing on speedsters besides Wally West, these books offer the chance to develop the Flash family in their own adventures. In doing so, they can justify the fact that so many superheroes nowadays have large families of their own, which has become a major sticking point in an industry that won't retire its most popular heroes. The Flash is relaunching in September with a new issue #1, with the book's latest run being heralded by writer Simon Spurrier, with Mike Deodato Jr. on art duties. This book is already known to be moving in a horror-themed direction, separating it from the more lighthearted adventures of the recent Jeremy Adams Flash comics. Even with this change, the man underneath the speedy red cowl is Wally West, who many fans consider to be the best version of the Flash. Former main Flash Barry Allen doesn't have a book of his own, but other characters are getting a chance to share the spotlight with Wally. Jeremy Adams is already returning to the Speed Force with the new miniseries, Jay Garrick, The Flash. Although it's set in the present day, the book focuses on original Golden Age Flash, who operates long before Barry Allen. The main crux of the story involves Jay's daughter, Judy, a young speedster named The Boom, previously lost and forgotten after being kidnapped with several other lost children.
I mean, I think it's. I don't mind a Wally West story.
Yawn.
What?
Yawn.
For the longest time, Wally West was the Flash in comics.
Mhm.
That's Sticks commenting to the Transformers thing. He's still trying to catch up.
Ah.
He's not quite on the Flash yet.
I'm definitely on the Flash.
Says I may pick up a Wally led book. Finally, PK, took you long enough. It only took you 49 minutes.
He was too busy shining
No,
Marco's
he-
shoes.
he-
But
He
I
says he
think-
wants a Wa-
Comics embraced.
he says he
also
wants a
says
Wally.
yawn.
He says that he wants a Wally led book. He's going to use it as a boat anchor.
So he's slow.
Ah,
He drags his feet. I mean, what do you think about not having Barry Allen as a Flash and going back to other Flashes?
I
They've done
personally
that before.
I personally think there are way too many speedsters in DC right now. You
Gotta
know,
kill a
there's
couple off.
Barry, there's Wally, there's
There's Willie, there's
Cousins,
Jimmy.
the kids, even
Well, that's the point of
Iris
these is they're
Iris
getting
West
rid of.
has
It's
powers
Bobby.
still.
There's Jay, there's Judy, there's Tommy, there's Timmy.
You take
There's-
that back, AOA.
You know, a couple of them need to die. Just
I mean,
kill
that's the
all of
whole point of this is they're getting rid of a lot of that.
They're
That's the-
collapsing.
They need
the
a-
multiverse is collapsing.
them. No more multiverse stories, please, please, no. But I'm all for them. I'm all for them giving Jay or Garrick
Never
little
trust a phasing
miniseries.
superhero.
Jay Garrick should be retired by now.
Oh my god.
He's been running since the 40s.
They need the paper for more Batman titles. Hold on. That one definitely gets.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
So
When's the last time you guys read The Flash?
Rebirth.
I read it for a long time, and then it just kind of like petered out. Then Williamson took over, and it got good. And then it
Whoa,
kind
whoa,
of
you
petered
mean
out.
Marcoed out?
Well, he did come up with the Flash.
Ah,
Williamson was writing Rebirth, wasn't he?
Did he start with Rebirth? Yeah, I think he might. No, I don't think he started with Rebirth.
I thought he did.
I thought he took it over later. Maybe though. Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
That run was actually really solid until all the Godspeed stuff, and then after
liked-
that, it kind of petered out.
I like the Godspeed stuff.
Yeah, that was the last good stuff, and then after that, to me, it kind of petered out. But I knew you were still reading it. But I mean, you've had so much stuff happen to Wally, and wasn't he like the whole thing with the button was revolving around Wally, and it's just I don't know. I think we've had a lot of Wally. I don't know why him leading his own Flash title is going to change anything.
That's something different.
yeah, I don't
What's
know.
up, Astro?
All right, next up, Gotham War writer Tenny Howard says Batman and Catwoman can both
Got you. Hold on. I think it's succeed,
succeed.
but let me remove the band.
Right?
for you.
Succeed.
Yeah, succeed.
Writer Teeny Howard tells CBR that she believes Batman and Catwoman can work things out. I don't want her touching my Batman. I'm sorry.
You're right, Matt.
For the longest time, Selena and Bruce's relationship has been about attraction. In recent years, the pair's relationship has developed and become more personal. However, their romance was always
Yes.
doomed from the start because of their different values. You know, Selena pegs Bruce. And got the
Oh,
war
It's a
made.
way you can get off.
Like, beat me harder, Selena. Gotham War may just change.
Peg me harder.
Make it hurt.
Get the
Show-
sawzall out.
Show me justice.
I am revenge.
Show me justice.
I am vengeance.
This is better when Dick does it.
Vengeance,
However,
vengeance this ass.
and Gotham War maybe just change the duo's dynamic series. Author Howard explained, it's not really an event about whether or not they can get together. Once you agree that like someone, you get down to ideology. You can't just love someone because they're beautiful and they stun you. What if you're different people? What if you believe different things? In comics, it's like they kiss, they're together. Howard also emphasized the importance of agreeing to disagree when it comes to interacting with loved ones, both romantic and platonic. As someone that has been married to my best friend for 15 years, that's not the truth. A big part of being with someone you love is learning to disagree. When you're a superhero and a powerful stakeholder in Gotham, those personal things can have major effects on the world around you.
I hid my mother's pearls somewhere on my body. I bet you can't find them.
Drama.
Pull
She's trying to
my
milk the
mother's-
drama.
Pull my mother's pearls out of the back door.
Hey, put these on. I'm
Don't be
going to call
gentle.
you Martha.
Don't be gentle.
Hold on, I'm looking for the puke emoji. You know what that means is everything that she fucking finds annoying with her husband, she's gonna write about in this book.
Oh, so she's pulling.
What that
We're
means,
gonna have Batman farting and scratching his butt.
in bed.
In bed.
So
There's
she's gonna Taylor Swift it.
There's a whole episode. There's gonna be a whole issue where Batman left the toilet seat up.
Or there's going to be a
geez.
panel where they just get
15
done.
years, Batman. 15 years, and you still leave the toilet seat up.
Just put it down. It's not that hard.
This is my house, Selena.
It's
You just get,
It's really
you just
not
get
that
done
difficult.
banging out, and there's a panel of Selena just turning over and instantly getting on her phone.
I'm the king of this castle.
Al Bundy is
Love and
Batman.
marriage.
Well,
Love and
okay.
marriage.
What I think Bruce has a really easy solution here is just leave out a litter box for
Uh,
Bruce, you don't clean my litter box enough.
her. Just pick up. I got you the scoop for a reason. Use the scoop. I'm tired of doing this.
I got you the cat genie.
I disavow. Disavow.
I got you the litter genie. Just turn it on.
You know, I don't know. A lot of people.
I'm pushing glasses off the countertop.
A lot of people
Batman
that
voice there, Sam.
a lot of people that read Catwoman, they really, it's either 50-50, they hate her writing or they love it, or they just buy Catwoman for covers. I personally don't. I do not like her writing, and I do not want her touching Batman in that way.
Why did you leave the toilet seat up? I wanted you to see my Dark Knight.
Ah,
Selena, get over here. Look, this is a record breaker.
The banality of marriage, of partnership.
Batman, he used all the hot water again.
I had to shower upside down. It took me a second. Okay, it takes a second.
Don't you know who I am?
so anyway, anyone's gonna be checking out the Gotham War on the panel?
Nope.
Batman, why did you do the dishes?
Why is there no more milk in my cereal?
I work all day stealing shit, and then I have to come home and clean this house and wash the dishes.
Alfred is dead, Selena. He's dead.
And I hope there's a good panel of Damien telling her that she's not his real mom.
You're not my mom. You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah. Who used up all the milk in the refrigerator and put the container back?
And she's got milk all over her face. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
You're a thief and a liar, Selena. Why do you even bother?
Stop using all the saucers.
I can't help but notice you dress very provocatively when you go out to fight crime, but when you come home, it's just robes and curlers.
Just get graceful. As soon as those sweats come on, I know it's over.
Why do you always have a headache? Why do you always have a headache, Selena? I'm counting the days. You've had a headache 27 times this year.
He keeps a chart. I've analyzed your cycles.
No.
I put them into the bad computer.
One Piece, how Inaki Godoy prepared for very physical Luffy role.
Are we talking One Piece? I had to
Yes.
upgrade. We're upgrading.
One Piece director Mark Jobst reveals how Godoy's special training makes Monkey Luffy's rubber power look and feel more realistic.
Pause. Oh my gosh, Brucifer. Killing me. You're killing me.
What?
You know, Bruce makes use of a laser pointer in the bedroom. He's like this. Yeah, shit.
Yes, Sam?
Monkey D. Luffy.
Is the
That's all I
shit.
want to say.
Okay,
Monkey
Mr.
D.
Fantastic, rubber powers, look and feel.
Plastic
Monkey
Man
D.
showed up.
Luffy. There you go. Apparently, Godoy, the lead of the show, had intensive training schedule in preparation for his Luffy's role. The One Piece star did a lot of gym acrobatic work, which could later help him during the fight scenes. According to Jobst, the actor had to learn a variety of moves, including backflips, front flips, forward rolls, that would give his body a kind of fluidity, which would then enable those big, stretchy things to feel much more organic to him. Ah,
So, is Steve Jobs still alive and just added a T to the end of his name?
yeah, Jobst.
Jobs.
He's
They'll never know.
He's a British director. Yeah, he's worked on some Marvel projects too. But I've watched several interviews of him talking about One Piece and talking about this role. Iñaki Godoy also did have a stunt double, but he did a lot of stunts on his own. If you watch the first episode, he does some rope work where he's like swinging from rope to rope. That was pretty cool. So I think there's a lot of movement to have kind of these action actors do a lot more of their stuff so that we can see their face in camera in frame. You know, it's interesting. There's actually a scene where, well, I'll save it for another time.
He put in a lot of work to learn how to stretch. That's all I'm going to tell you guys.
Yeah, but he did a good job.
Yep. All right, this leads into our next One Piece story. Why One Piece anime fans are skeptical about the Netflix live-action series.
Because they're fucking stupid.
The live-action One Piece is now on Netflix, but many anime fans aren't convinced the streaming platform will do the hit series justice. One Piece is easily one of the most popular anime and manga franchises ever. Its vast world-building, detailed lore, beloved characters, a huge factor in its continued success. As with all franchises, this sort of acclaim generates interest in a live-action adaptation. Ichiro Oda's creation in the latest work from Netflix. This sounds like a recipe for success to some, but many fans are still skeptical. Live-action adaptations don't have a very good track record. That's especially the case with more bombastic, outlandish, shonen anime and manga. One Piece is a great example.
Evolution.
Oof. Oof. I just saw that this year for the first time. When combined with how often certain studios tend to cheapen shows, especially when it comes to anime, it's hard not to be skeptical about any of them doing the One Piece anime justice.
They're skeptical because they saw Death Note.
Well, not only it wasn't just Death Note, but this very same studio is called Tomorrow Studios. They also did the Cowboy Bebop adaptation, and that one kind of fell flat for a lot of folks. It was not considered a success. They didn't even get to finish telling the story that they started in season one. It ended on a
Bebop
cliffhanger.
wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible, but it fell flat for a lot of folks. They changed a lot of things in it for the sake of being different and tying things together in a certain way. What I think is the key to success for this show that other shows don't have or haven't had is the amount of love and respect and oversight that the original author of the work had. So there's Eiichiro Oda is an executive producer on the series. He gave notes to the showrunners and to the directors, and there was a lot of feedback, and he wanted to make sure that his original work, to which he still owns a portion of the rights, was treated very carefully, and they're out. You know, the look of it, the feel of it had to be according to his approval. So I was very pleased when I found out about this. I found out about this in 2019. So this has been, they announced it 4 years ago, and it took a long time. They were developing it since 2017. It's been 6 years in the making.
Hopefully, it doesn't take that long to make season 2, or Netflix will fucking cancel it like they do everything.
Yeah, let's hope. Fingers crossed. But it does take Netflix a long time to kind of get things going because it takes them
stupid.
Well, first of all, there's the writers and actors strike going on right now that affects this show, and then not only that, they also have to approve a season 2. But there's still this cast, this team, the crew, everybody is doing a lot of press for this, even though they're not supposed to be doing press for it. They're kind of doing social media sneaky press for it.
Sneaky press.
But it's getting a lot of love. It's number 1 on Netflix right now in 84 different countries.
So I wonder how many watch hours it has so far.
Global appeal. The watch hours will get released later this week. Netflix releases the top 10 of each week in movies and TV, English and non-English. So we'll get to see later in the week how it fared. But I'm going to guess that in the second half of the week that it beat everything else out by a lot.
I just think because of their popularity that it's going to have a higher watch rate.
Yeah, I think so.
I heard Sam went out and bought 4 TVs that are all just streaming One Piece nonstop. Trying to get his numbers up.
Well, what's interesting is I made my wife watch it separately for me so it could double up the watch hours from our house.
I signed into many different devices and watched it just to give it extra.
No,
so I would watch it at night. She'd watch it during the day when she's home.
So, I mean, we're going to get into it in a minute, I think, as long as the slides haven't changed. But I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
I thought it was trash.
Thought it was trash.
Absolute fucking garbage.
Well, since we're going to talk about that,
garbage.
One Piece talk is next.
Oh yeah.
No, I actually did it. I binged it all.
Well, let me ask you a question, Sam. You said that the show has been on since 1997, just about.
The anime was released in 1997. The anime was released in 99, and the manga started in 97.
How old is Ichiro right about now? Do you know his age?
Yeah. So I think he's 46 or 47.
So he's literally like 60 anime manga writers because they worked him so hard.
There is no graphic nudity.
There's not graphic nudity, but there is bare butt. There's a scene with bare butt in it,
which is stupid. We don't need to see that unless it's a chick.
It's pretty funny. I thought it was
unless it's Emily Rudd, we don't need to see it.
Has there ever been a time when he took a break from writing the manga?
Yes. There's a time skip in the series, and during the time skip, he took 2 months off, and then it was a long 2 months for me. But he's 40. Sorry, he was 48. He's not 47. He's 48. He took 2 months off, did some vacationing in Hawaii with his family, and then got back to writing. And then more recently, he took a month off. Also, he changed his schedule. So he works on the manga for 3 weeks out of every month, and then takes a break every 4th week.
Good for him.
Well, it's not that he's not working; it's that he's working on derivative products like the movies and the live action and the anime. Wow. He's doing some other kind of producer type stuff that takes up some of his time that he would spend drawing the manga.
So every time there was a break in the action, How many times did that produce a kid?
In my house,
He's got 87 now.
Oh my God.
yeah, we did have. I've been watching this basically since I got married.
So there's been
And
8 breaks.
7.
7.
Oh, well, one on the way.
I mean, he does take breaks. He's had a few health issues, but he's a machine. He's a manga producing machine. He sleeps like 3 hours a day.
He's like Tyler Durden.
He produces 19 pages every week. And sometimes he also does additional pages of color spreads.
Does he oversee the anime as well, or?
No, he sometimes consults on it, but it's overseen by a studio.
I didn't know if he had a say in it, or if they had to follow like a guideline set by him. Or
they do check with him on certain things, and they've kind of come to an arrangement now where he will skip over some of the fight scenes. He'll make the fight scenes very kind of bare bones, so that the anime has something to do.
okay.
That's kind of the symbiosis they have now. Is his fight scenes are kind of slim and just the absolute necessary parts, so that the anime have something to expand.
Okay, that's fair.
So do they have a whole room for One Piece like they do for like Dragon Ball?
Do they have what?
Do they have like a room? Like, so they have the Dragon Ball room. Do they have like at Toei? Do they have a One Piece room where it's kind of like all the writers and stuff, and then they go to the creator as kind of like that? This is what we're working with, and he kind of gives that final sign off, kind of like Toyotaro does with Akira Toriyama.
I'm sure that they do. I haven't ever seen anything. They've done a lot of tours of Oda's house, of the author's house, and he has a bunch of crazy stuff in his house, and he's got a really nice manga drawing studio.
Very nice.
But I don't know. I haven't seen like a One Piece room at Toei. They haven't done any tours or anything like that. But this is a very lucrative IP. So I'm sure that they do dedicate a lot of space to it. They've brought in a bunch of animators for some stuff that happened recently in the anime. But yeah, there's a lot of people whose livelihoods depend on the success of One Piece.
They used to use a banquet hall until I came in and cut out the carpet to make my curtains.
I think I read that on CBO.
Mark, dude.
Kyle was like, "You're gonna have to take your cartoons down the road because I need these carpets for my curtains."
I need these carpets. Yep, I need these carpets to make curtains.
I like that carpet so much.
I saw this video on YouTube and it helped me make them.
Oh, I started watching. I finished watching One Piece today, and being someone that really never watched a episode of the anime or read any of the manga, I found it to be really, really good. I actually cared about the characters. Then I tried to watch a One Piece movie afterwards, and I couldn't do it.
My favorite part about the show was Emily Rudd's rack.
The one from 2015, 2Y, or 2014.
3D2Y?
Yeah, 3D2Y.
Yeah, don't watch that one.
Yeah, it was just like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you've missed. That's background for that.
I just wish they had more Emily Rudd running scenes.
You like that, huh? She doesn't have a very big chest.
They made it pretty good in the show.
Size chest, like a B plus.
No way.
They were like a C. I think they were a C.
E or a C.
Yeah. Yeah. They were way bigger than a B in the show.
I was actually surprised at how well Luffy's stretching looked. It didn't look wonky or like overly CGI'd. It looked really, really good. And I think the fact that the actor, we just found out, did a lot of intensive training for it with the flips and all that. That really helped because you can front flip into it to help the animators make it look better than just them animating his flip and stuff. So his stretching looks super good. I think Marvel should take note on how to make
Mr. Fantastic
look better whenever they make that movie.
I heard the guy who plays Luffy really cut his below his eye to make it look real.
to get that scar, the natural scar effect.
He did that in 2017, so it would be the perfect scar when it was done.
Yeah, that really helped with his audition. Yeah,
I agree 100%, Astro. That would have been even better.
The crazy part is like how well he plays Luffy though too. Like that's what I was kind of skeptical. I kind of wish that he played Luffy a little bit more like the anime, where he's kind of a little bit more of a dickhead in ways versus how he plays him in the show, but it still comes off really good.
Yeah, he was way less of a dick.
Yeah, in East Asian kind of canon, they have this character called the Monkey King. I'm sure you guys have heard of Monkey King. You know about Monkey King.
Nope.
But there's this trope from
Never
kind of
heard
anime. You haven't heard of Monkey King?
No.
Journey to the West.
Journey to the West. This is, I think, it's a 16th century novel.
Pay attention to anything outside the United States.
But it features this really kind of individualistic
America.
character. He's basically like a rugged individual, and that trope has taken off in a lot of Eastern storytelling. So there's a trope that's called Monkey King Light, and you have a lot of versions of Monkey King Light. So you have Goku from Dragon Ball is a Monkey King Light. You have Luffy is a Monkey King Light. You have a lot of these types of characters. So the Monkey King is a jerk, and that's why Luffy was a jerk initially. But he kind of softens up as the series goes on a little bit. But when he first meets Kobe, he's like smacking Kobe around.
Yeah.
He's like, "Shut up, stop whining." Pop!
Yeah. And how he like basically just pummels the crap out of him when he's leaving with Zoro when he's trying to get into the Marines.
Yeah, he's trying to convince the Marines that they're not friends, so he starts beating them up.
But he did it in good faith.
Yeah, he did it for his own good, but they did soften Luffy up.
That's so fucking funny.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
So at any rate,
now I'm glued.
so they did make some adjustments to the character. And one of the things that they were talking about why they cast Iñaki Godoy is that he brought this kind of charm and fun to the character in his audition that made everybody laugh in the casting.
How come there's no armpit hair?
Well, do you want to see armpit hair on your actors?
Oh,
he also has in his daily life, he has a unibrow, and they trimmed his unibrow too.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit.
Anyway, so yeah, they did tune up his character a little bit for this, and I think that helps with his kind of character growth, because if there's no change in him, like you see him in this series, he's struggling to take on the role of captain and get everybody to believe that he's a good captain. That's kind of his character arc through this.
I wonder why in the anime or in the actual show it took Zoro so long to admit being like his friend and first mate, but like in the anime it was like by like episode 3, like by the time that they were on a boat they were already like considered friends and everything. But Here they gave him more of like a standoffish approach to him.
Well, yeah. So I think those are some writing choices, and I think in the anime, it makes sense that Zoro he kind of lives by this samurai code, Bushido, and when he says, I will be part of your crew, that's a promise. That's something that he has to live with, even though he doesn't realize that there was nobody else in the crew. So he's just kind of stuck with it, and he just goes with it because that's part of his code. They didn't really talk about that here. That he's kind of bound by this honor, this code of honor. And they just make him into this murderous bounty hunter, and he's with Luffy as a matter of convenience. That's kind of the thing that's happening in the first season, is that everybody who's with Luffy is with him. Well, especially Zoro and Nami, they're with him as a matter of convenience. And then as the crew starts to grow, Zoro and Nami have to be brought into the same commitment that Usopp and Sanji are at.
Based on how good this live action is, do you think Netflix will stick with this and have more than 2 or 3 seasons?
Fuck no, they're gonna cancel that shit in 2 weeks. Watch.
I think it has already proven that it's a successful property for them.
Mm-hmm.
The rough thing about it is that this is a really long running series. And even if they adapt kind of the big story arcs as quickly as they did this one, meaning that 100 manga chapters are going to be adapted into 8 episodes. I mean, it didn't quite get to 100. It's more like 80, 75 or 80. If they're adapting each major arc into a season, which would be fine, it would take them probably I would say probably 15 seasons to get caught up to where they are now. And Emily Rudd, who plays
Netflix
Nami,
will never go that far.
Emily Rudd, who plays Nami, is the oldest member of the cast of the primary cast. She's 30.
Fuck yeah, right.
And so
right in my wheelhouse.
She's 30. She's playing a 19-year-old. So in 10, 15 years, she's going to be 45 and still playing a 19-year-old. I don't know.
Exactly, Buffy.
Yeah, it is a very expensive series to produce. It's probably outpacing the last season of Game of Thrones.
Wow.
So Game of Thrones, I actually researched this. Game of Thrones was allowed 14.92 million a show, an episode. Netflix with One Piece, it was 17 million.
Yeah.
So like season, like we were talking, because I said this is probably one of the best made Netflix shows that I think to date.
Yeah.
So like even like season 1 of Stranger Things was 6 million an episode. And season 4 by season it went 6 million, 8 million, 10 million, 30 million for Stranger Things.
30 million an episode or the whole season?
30 million an episode by season 4.
Wow.
And then like so Matt's like, what about Umbrella Academy? And I think Umbrella Academy was like 8 to 10 million an episode.
Something like that.
So they put in a lot of money out of the gate for One Piece. And I think you can really tell that they really put a lot of time and money into this. Just based on, because I just think the production of this show is just way better than what Netflix usually produces for a first season.
Yeah, but that production budget is a big problem, and unless it performs this well as it's doing right now, every season, it'll get canceled within 5 years.
I mean, I think it'll do well for a few seasons because, like I was saying earlier, just the One Piece following is so huge. It's
enormous.
It's so big that fans of it are always gonna check it out.
Absolutely.
And I don't think it's getting a lot of shit on this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people are really shitting on it like they do other shows. I think this one's actually doing all right by the viewers.
Yeah, I think most of the people that I have seen who are One Piece fans have said good things about this.
Ahsoka budget per episode $29.99.
That's not even enough for the craft table. But yeah, I would say that the budget is a big issue, and hopefully Netflix figures out a way, or Tomorrow Studios figures out a way to slim things down on the budget and still keep the quality up. They've done a lot of work to make this season. It took 6 years to develop. If it takes another 6 years to get a second season out, then I mean it's gonna be toast.
They can't take 6 years. All I know is fucking dude ate his leg
Oh,
Yeah.
on a rock.
Sweet.
You know what's interesting is that is part of the manga, but in the anime, which is made for kids and families, they censored that.
It's made for kids and family. They cuss up a fucking storm in that show.
In the live action, in
the anime too.
Well, yeah, in the English version they do, but it wasn't originally like that. They didn't always say those words.
They had to jazz it up for us.
Good. I'm glad. Those are sentence enhancers.
At any rate,
Squidward smells good.
There's a lot of stuff. I thought they did a really good job on adapting the manga. They cut out all of the fillers. I will say that the budget was originally for 10 episodes, and because they cut out 2 of the episodes and just stuck with 8, they were able to focus more of that money on producing the episodes that they had. So they ended up cutting out what we would call Logtown, which is like the end of the East Blue.
What I like what they did was so far as they've taken from the anime, they've taken the good chunks of introducing everybody. That's what they took from the anime and they inserted it into the live action.
Facts.
Sam is a paid Netflix shill.
I don't care about Netflix one way or the other, but I do love One Piece, and I am absolutely invested in One Piece getting to the end.
It'll never happen on Netflix.
And the live action, I have very little hope of it getting to the end, but there are story arcs out there that are incredible, absolutely incredible. Alabasta, it picks up. If you like East Blue, you're gonna love Alabasta. If you like Alabasta,
you take that back.
Water 7. I mean, there's just a ton of these really great stories out there that are fantastic, and I really hope that they do get them on screen. But if they don't, I still have a lot of entertainment at my disposal. So,
I mean, if we can get 4 or 5 seasons out of One Piece, I think that'll be like, I would be content. Not super stoked because there's so much content, but like if we could actually get a few seasons out of it, it'd be nice.
How far in could they get with 5 seasons with One Piece, Sam?
Well, it depends on what they choose to do. I know that for absolutely sure they will do the next story arc, which is Alabasta. They might skip a fantastic season called Skypiea. But I don't think that they would. And then the next season after that is what I would consider
fantastic, Tyson.
Peak One Piece. The 4th season would be what I consider peak One Piece, the best that One Piece is, and that is Water 7 and Enies Lobby. And they might even swing Water 7 and Enies Lobby into 2 seasons. That would be a great way to extend that particular story arc. But if not, they could fit that into 1 season. And then go ahead.
So does any of your 79 kids dig into live action The live
They
action
are not
movies?
allowed to watch it because my wife doesn't
kids.
want them hearing that kind of language or seeing that kind of violence. But
The
Well, the oldest is,
live
what,
action
23?
isn't as there's not as much cussing as in anime.
there's just quite a bit more shits and hells and dams in the live action.
No! Oh no! Why
I
is it
thought
so-
I thought the live action was pretty tame on as far as violence because a lot of it they cut away, other than watching Zoro chop a dude in half. But
That was pretty awesome. That was freaking awesome. But
I heard
also Alvita like clubbing that dude and his brains getting spilled out like that.
yeah,
was
but, I
pretty-
mean, you don't see it; you just see the brain smash smear on the deck.
Negan them, huh?
But
yeah.
I thought they were gonna pull a Moon Knight where all the violence they cut away and you don't see the violence until later on. I was like, oh, okay, this is not like Moon Knight.
I was
What
like,
were you gonna say, Sticks?
I was gonna say you don't know how much they cuss on Bluey, so
he got fired,
you could watch
BK.
that.
Bluey, dude, Bluey's such a good show.
Louis is a really good show.
Who's Lopez?
So yeah. Was there anything you guys didn't like about it?
For me, was my only big issue of the show is kind of the choreography. Like I felt like some of the fights are, especially when they're at the restaurant, is like when they're doing the getting blown back or stuff. Like the Wire team didn't seem very fluid. Like it was like very jerky. But other than that, like I was satisfied with it.
My only complaint is Emily Rudd didn't run enough. Like slow motion Baywatch shit.
My only complaint is I want to see more Hawk.
Mihawk.
Give me Hawk.
I wanted to see Luffy get stuck in the bird's mouth and fly away.
Yeah. The orange.
Not-
That's how he gets to Orange Town.
Not enough orgies on the pirate ship.
For me, it was really, really good. There were two things about it that I thought, like, there was this moment in the Arlong Park episodes where Nami is having a very emotional moment, and it was like getting
I
me
wanted to
emotional.
comfort her.
And
Her best friends.
she does this. Luffy puts his hat on her head, and then she covers her mouth. And
Here,
I
let
thought
me
that
make
was
sure
kind of
that you're all right.
like there was a little bit of a corny moment there. I felt like just the tone of that moment was a little off. And then the other thing that I thought was a little goofy was the Garp motivation for pursuing Luffy the whole time. Because my action figures, my kids have all gotten into my action figures. I don't. They're my kids' action figures now, but I do have a Luffy action figure that changes faces and is posable. I have all the pops. I do have all the pops.
Yuck.
When getting pops was still cool. I got
That
pops.
was never cool. It's never cool. It never will be.
Buying pops is stupid.
At any rate,
Fuck your vinyl.
those were the two things. Was Garp and Tommy.
Sticks is
Everything
like I
else-
spent my life making stupid decisions.
I like the music. Oh, here's the thing. The first scene where they do the flashback to Shanks and Luffy when he's a little kid, there's a song playing in the background that's actually really important to the story. And I told the director that he needed to play that
Good job,
that
Marco.
scene in 2019, and he said he would. So you're welcome.
Did you get
That's
a
my
credit
comment.
on that there, Sam?
He doesn't. BK doesn't want to see your action figures. He just wants to see your one piece.
Oh,
Oh, my One Piece. You want to see me in a One Piece?
No.
No, he wants
Oh,
to see your
no.
One Piece.
Show us your One Piece.
He wants
he's
to
my-
know what lies beneath your grand line.
So
Any
let
final-
me
Oh, go ahead.
let me ask you guys: if out of 10, where would you put it?
I give it a solid 9.
9. Nice.
I'd probably give it about an 8.
8. That's high praise. Bruce?
8.
8. What about you, Sticks? Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it, so I will give it a 1 because I do plan.
I mean, I thought it was great. I really didn't find I didn't expect much. I know Sam was excited for it. I know he had kind of, he was kind of hyped on it, but I didn't expect a lot. So I just thought overall it was done well. It paced well. They felt like they went fast, so I was always bummed when they ended, and I think that's always a good thing for me because I didn't find myself doing this a lot when I was watching it. I found myself engrossed in it, and for me that's hard.
Yeah.
So the fact that I was it just worked for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I want to watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Kyle. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, and I've already started my second watching. I already started my second viewing.
Sam's One Piece is definitely a 9.
It's a 7 of 7.
But no, it was great. I mean, everything about it, I just thought it was pretty good, except, Emily Rudd didn't run enough. But I mean, other than that, it was great.
Well, she's on Instagram. You can get plenty of her running around on Instagram.
I already did that.
Immediately
Dude,
followed.
within 10, with halfway through the first episode, I was already Googling her, even though I said I wasn't doing, but I had Googled her. It was a thing.
Yeah,
when
I first watched the trailer, I was on. I mean, I'll eat crow. I was on this show saying, "Oh, it looked cheesy," but halfway through the first episode, I was like, "This is badass, man!" Like all the characters, I think the casting was perfect. All the casting is done really well. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Like I said, I binge watched all 8 episodes, and my wife started watching it with me about the episode where you find out about the chef dude eating his leg and stuff, and so it was good. I'm excited for more.
Is Emily related to Paul?
No.
Okay.
So, any final thoughts on this before I move on to Sticks?
I would say if you're a One Piece fan, check it out. Don't be a cynic and don't listen to people and give it a shot for yourself.
Even if you're not, it's worth watching.
I agree.
It's enjoyable.
Hat change.
Oh, Tyson.
Yeah,
Tyson, don't get ahead of us.
Dude, he knows this all too well.
It goes a long way in showing that maybe keeping the creators of the project in the process and getting advice from them is a good way to go instead of driving them away.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Next up. Oh, you have something to say, Sticks?
I said I agree with that.
Cool.
What he just said.
Next up, we have Time Tunnel.
You like that timing, huh?
Very
That's good.
Thank you. I practiced all week for that.
Kyle works on his timing. All right. So we're going to continue on after last week. We ended at the 1973 section. Now we're into 1983 for DC. I picked Captain Carrot and its Amazing Zoo Crew number 18. I think this came out right after they did the Crisis on Infinite Earth stuff, or maybe right about the same time. So this is kind of, it's an alternate Earth where the Flash, the Turtle, and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like Peter Parker. Their version of Peter Parker. Raw sales on this are right around $3. Captain Carrot isn't a highly sought after series, although it is a good series if you like funny animal books, like Peter Porker or even Bugs Bunny and stuff like that. I recommend reading it if you like a good laugh and giggle at your comic books. On the census, there are 2 9/8s on the census, and those are the sole books on the census.
Wow.
2 9/8s. So, not a highly graded book unless you're a big Captain Carrot person, which 2 people apparently are, or at least they sent them in. So, but no sales for 9/8s. So they haven't sold off any. Up next on the Marvel side is 1983's Alpha Flight #1. The good Canadian kids of Alpha Flight debut. Graded population stems to some 7s up to 9/8. And the next slide we'll see we have 199 of this book.
Wow.
No sales for that. 1,404 9/8, 25 signature, 1,186 9/6s, 13 signature, and 1 restored and a 9/6.
Wow.
Last 9/6 sale, $80. A year average of 67. So it's apparently not a big graded book. Like it's not going to get into the hunt.
How come to see the 9/4 you have to sign in? Why for 9/4s?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I can see the 9/8s, I guess, but then the next slide just shows you how far it goes down. There's a 4.0. There's 2 4.0s on the census.
Who would grade a
if your book's that bad, I
this?
don't know why would you do
Yeah.
4.0. But
Because you
really
didn't think it was a
grade it.
4.0. That's why.
What do you think it was, a 5?
Then you get pissed when it comes back fucking 4.0.
Gotta be a 5. 4. God damn it. Raw sales
Throw that shit in the garbage.
still sells pretty good. High sale recently at $25.
Nobody's buying Alpha Flight.
I'd say this is about a $12 book.
Yeah.
Although it should be bigger. I think this team doesn't get enough respect.
I'd give
the
it
grand
back
scheme.
if someone gave it to me.
You would? Really?
Really?
I
That
have a
first run was pretty good.
No, I'm just joking.
I have a couple of the #1s. I don't have the whole series run, but
Fucking contrarian.
Up next, DC's 1993 Detective Comics number 665, where we are knee deep into the Nightfall series.
It's an accident, Joe.
Again, quite a few through up here. 1 Universal, 53 9/8s, 29 6s, and 19 9/4s, and a low 8.0. There's 2 of those.
There's a 10.
10
signature.
Whoa.
Or is it? Oh, that's
6
0.
signature.
My bad. It's my bad.
Yeah, that's a 0. I have to go back to see
Oh no.
what that said. Restored. The 0 restored.
Prime.
The 0 is restored. So 6 signature on the 9/8, 9 on the 9/6s, 1 on the 9/4. Last 9/6 sold for $40. Raw sales, it's about a $2 to $3 book.
Yeah.
Depending on grade.
Yeah, it's not worth
It's a
it.
great,
It's
filler book.
It's a good filler book. It's also one of those ones that was, during that time was when they were mass producing the books. So there's a lot of them out there. Now, Brucifer, does this one have a DC Universe logo?
665?
Yeah.
I would have to check.
I don't think it does. I don't think I've seen one of this.
I don't think most of the Nightfall had a.
There are a couple of I know there are a couple of the later Nightfalls that do, but
Hold on,
I
can
couldn't
check my
remember where
list.
it.
I
have
don't
a-
fell
think
in.
I don't think the 665 has one.
All right, let me see.
I think they were like, yeah, we're gonna pass on that one.
Pass on that cover.
Yeah.
Mm.
What is it with internet today and loading stuff?
It's just the time of the month.
You said 665? No.
Yeah.
The DCU variants for Detective Comics actually start. It says 670.
Okay, so 5 more issues ahead of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Pete
Alright.
was Wolverine.
Up
Hopefully, I
next,
can find some more at Baltimore next weekend.
yeah, there you go. Up next is Marvel's Deadpool #1. Survivor of Weapon X, victim of Tolliver's will, Deadpool: The Circle Chase. Raw sales. On top here we got issues 1 through 3 sold for $30. Issue 1 newsstand sold for $32. Issue 1 sold for $23. That's a newsstand. So newsstands are about.
Hold on.
Oh man. I would say this book's probably about a $25 to $30 book.
Man, I remember when it
Depending
was
on grade.
like a dollar bin book.
Right.
Yeah, like I think I have a few copies of this, and I think I only paid a dollar or two for each book.
Well, then it probably started jumping once they announced the movie.
Yeah.
Same as it's been, and that's pre-pandemic. So although they're not getting the spec like we do now, there were still people going out and buying them, and it pushed up the cost of it.
Yeah.
Rob Liefeld said on Whatnot that internet spec is for idiots, and that the only person you trust is Comic Tom, and that anyone who tells you that Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe is a good spec book shouldn't be trusted because it's not, and that him and Robert Kirkman laugh at all of your Deadpool.
Laugh. This is yes.
All right, we left him.
That's what they do.
Laugh.
We laugh at him too, so that's fair game.
Yeah.
I was telling Matt, I think the reason he says that is because very, very few of his books are ever on any spec lists or hot lists because he's fucking garbage.
Up next, 9/8 sales. Recent sale of an ultra rare newsstand for $699 in a 9/8.
Jesus. Who the
And then
fuck
previous to
overpaid for
that-
that?
And previous to that, it sold for $475.
What's the ultra rare newsstand it look like? I mean,
don't know.
it's just got
Is
the
it-
newsstand barcode instead of the direct
like-
edition. Is that the only difference?
Well, newsstand just has the barcode where instead of saying direct edition on the side, but
I heard that it's got Sam sitting on the barcode showing his One Piece.
Oh,
That's why it's.
I mean,
ultra
that
rare.
definitely would be ultra rare.
93.
Yeah.
I mean,
93 is still newsstand time.
yeah,
I mean,
that's why I don't understand the ultra
it's not
rare, because you could still go to like anywhere and get it. Like I remember the Circle K by my house, 93 still had a spinner rack in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He was gone.
my newsstand with the spinner rack didn't close until 2004. So I don't know really how ultra rare a newsstand of this is, but as you can see, they use that wording quite often in these listings. So, and one looks.
I
like
wonder if it was the same person. Yeah, the same person, or if everyone went ooh.
Well, the ones down here from the bottom all the way up to about the middle there. It's got to be the same guy because it's the same
type of
listing.
listing.
Yeah.
No
So.
copy and pasting there.
No.
He went to a yard sale where the guy had like 20 of them in a box because he thought the book was gonna be huge.
Yeah.
And so then he just started selling them all.
All right. Next.
Other than New Mutants 98 first appearance of Domino, why would anyone pay that much for Deadpool?
Sword. This book, although on the next slide, we'll see there is 110-0 on the census.
Bruce owns it.
Yep.
You're
That's-
right.
He probably got it in a Raz. Bitch.
What? I'll show you a Raz.
699s. Yeah. 699s. One of them is a signature. 1,917 9/8 and 1,338 9/6s, with a low on the census of a 3.5, which is a signature book.
Dude, one person graded a
I don't
4.5.
know who signed it. Maybe they had Stan Lee sign it to make it worth more because it was only a 3.5.
Did you see that book on it was on or Facebook? It was
Probably not.
I can't remember what the book was, but it had Stanley. It had like two other signatures. It was broken out of the CGC case, but it was still in the
In a well.
Plastic sleeve.
in the well, yeah. And they were selling it for like a god awful amount of money. There's no fuckery there.
Right. All right. Up next is 2003's Superman Red Sun #3.
Which is badass.
It's
That Red
awesome
Sun
series.
run is awesome, yeah.
an awesome series. This is gonna be another one that you're gonna like. We got a good census on this one. This is also got a 10-0 on it.
Whoa.
On the next slide, 75 9/8, 13 signatures, 23 9/6s, 6 signatures with a low 7.5 with one signature. One signature series, 7.5.
Dude, any 7.5 I get back, I just throw in the garbage.
Yeah.
Chunk. Like that.
Yeah, see,
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
It does.
really,
It shows me how I fucking waste my money.
right.
Oh my god.
Just joking. I have this 7.5.
I'm never gonna financially recover.
I kept it. Continue on. Don't fucking mute me,
96
motherfuckers.
Oh, sorry.
96 last sold in on here in 2020 for $60, and a 92 for 20 same year. Up next is Marvel's 2003 Marvel Knights Spider-Man versus Wolverine #1. This is a series I like. I do like this series. It's one of the better Spider-Man versus Wolverines, I think.
It should have been Spider-Man versus Wolverine.
Got a small lot on the census. There are 22 9/8 with one signature series and a 9/8, 18 9/6s, 6 signature 9/6s.
Ronnie says, saying a newsstand is rare is like saying Metallica is K-pop. I was a retailer in the 90s. Newsstand being sold as rare is a scam.
Yeah, I agree. Unless it's like a 2001 or 2. When
Yeah, once it got
newsstand-
up there, and you can always get them at like Barnes and Noble or whatever for a while. You know that.
What?
Yeah.
Once it was only specialty shops that had them. Yeah, they've become a little more rare.
I remember I'd run to Barnes and Noble, and they'd all be fucked. They were all figure fucked. They were all. Never
Barnes
was
and
worth
Noble
buying.
was, yeah. Well, they kept them low, and the little kids could get to them, and goddamn little kids.
This is what. This is how Barnes and Noble put shit on those shelves.
Aw.
Yep.
That's how they put the comic books on the shelf.
Who's gonna read this shit? Yeah, I agree. Up next,
Moving on.
we move on to 2013. For this, I picked Larfleeze #1, the Orange Lantern of Larfleeze.
Holy fuck! I forgot this was a comic in the New 52.
Yep. Raw sales. Where are we here? So the first one there is $3,
sucker.
$6. Well, the one on the bottom is a 20. That's a paperback. That's the
Still
paperback
overpaid.
version, so.
Still overpaid.
Yeah, this is a dollar bin book, 100%. But it's a character that I kind of like. I like the look of him. So, and here we go with the census. We have 8 9/8s, 3 9/6s, and a 9/6 sold in 2016 for $10.
Wow.
$10. That's even then it was cheaper than how much it cost to grade. So,
Indeed.
Don't start your bids at $1, kids.
Never.
You're gonna lose out.
Unless you stole the books and you don't care how much you get for them.
Yeah.
Certain CGC books should not be put up for auction.
Now PGX is a different story.
Yes.
Always start them at $1.
PGX.
That's why I can crack them and press them.
Thrift shop. Yeah, I found this one at the thrift shop. That's where it belongs. All right. Up next.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. If you get a story, go ahead.
I don't have a story. Fuck it.
All right. For the Marvel side, I picked Hawkeye #11 with
I've always thought that was a
Pizza
cool
Dog
cover.
on the cover. Through the census here, 55 9/8 with 6 signature, 33 9/6s, 1 signature, and 12 9/4s, 2 signature. Sales on this, there's a $44 sale for 9/6. We'll get into that here in a minute.
7.5 sucker.
Raw sales, the last sale last month on the 19th, that book sold for $25
for VF minus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless they think Pizza Dog is going to get his own series, wouldn't pay $25 for that book.
No. Cool cover, but not a $25 cover. No.
Yeah, not a $25 book.
No.
Next into that is 15 and 12. I mean, I don't think this should be more than an $8 book, really. But
no, I agree.
These high prices don't really, and some of these might even be like a couple books in there, but like a small run. But I don't know. 8.0 sales. We had 2 8.0 sales. One in last year for $36, and one in 21 for $33. 9/8 sales. One early this year for $80. One in December of last year for $127.
Sucker.
Yeah, I don't. Again, not even.
These other ones were fucking COVID money.
Right, and this was probably around the time when Hawkeye was coming out, and I don't even think then I would spec on Pizza Dog.
No, nobody specs on
That's
Pizza
what he is. He likes to eat pizza. Whoop-de-doo.
Me too.
I don't know.
I like to eat.
I mean, he's a cute character.
Pizza.
No doubt about it. But he's not worth spec. He's not. I would spec more on Throg than I would on Pizza Dog.
Frog.
Yeah. So, as a bonus, Hawkeye. This one has a second print variant in the blue.
Like the blue.
Purple.
That's purple.
That's purple.
Is it purple? Yes. Yeah, purple. I couldn't remember.
Damn, this one sucks.
Raw sales. So we'll start from the bottom here. January of 22, the second print sold for $110.
What?
And then 8 months later, it sold for $20 or $18.49.
What?
And then early this year, it sold for $11.50. So Hope you're enjoying your $110 book.
My next eBay listings are gonna be good condition, rare.
Yeah.
Rare
Ultra rare.
newsstand.
C
Yeah.
picks.
Super
I'm
mega
not a
rare.
professional grader.
Ah,
Mega super
that was
mega
my
rare.
last listing, bastard.
No.
598s, 396s, and 494s. Last sold in 21 at a 96 for $64. 21 for $32.
Sticks has elder eyes and loses color.
Oh, jeez.
And that's it for this week's Time Tunnel. I will not have a Time Tunnel next week, as I will be in Baltimore.
Great job, Sticks. Thank you very much.
That's what you get for being in Baltimore.
And
Oh
thinking
yeah,
you're- and
Bruce
thinking
is
you're
going to be
in
in Baltimore
Boston.
too.
And thinking you're in Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, I almost said Boston.
Say I'm gonna Boston.
Boston.
Going down to Beantown, you know. Like some
Going to
comic.
Boston.
Get a
Can't
Boston cream pie.
Boston.
Boston. Gonna go to my apartment in Boston.
All three of us.
I'm gonna go Parkman Card and Harvard Yard.
All three of us.
Oh,
Gotta
tree.
go see the
tree.
Red
All
Sox.
three of us.
Tree.
All three of us.
Next
You know
up,
what?
we have.
You
best
are
and
right,
worst
though, Buffy.
covers.
Never buy off eBay. I do it. Never buy off when you're
True,
drunk.
anyway.
That's how you end up with. Which now is cool, but when I bought them, I bought all these Mexican variants of The Walking Dead because I was drunk and I was like, these are a great price for fucking a 1 and a 19. They're like $5. And then I got them in the mail and I was like,
1 in 19. That's a 1 in 19.
what?
You said a 1 in 19?
No, a 1 and a 19.
Oh, okay.
Issue 1 and issue 19. I was like, hell yeah, these are a great price. And I got them in there, the Mexican variants. And that was before buying foreign was cool.
You still have those?
Yeah.
There you go.
They're still polybagged and everything.
They're probably worth more now then. So you probably did good after all.
Now, lately. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
International Comics.
Josh and his smelly comics.
Right. Smelly foreign comics.
Smell
Yeah.
like brie.
Change the slides there, Brucefer. Why are those skipped?
Who unskipped those?
You're on the wrong.
Holy fuck, this is a long intro.
What's
Thank you-
going on?
thank you
We
for
got
cutting it
worst
off,
covers
Matt.
of the week.
Now, here we go. Bruce's first verse covers. Let's see what he picks.
I
My
think everybody
worst-
chipped in this week.
My worst cover is my best cover, all right? First up, we have Star
Yeah.
Trek The Defiant.
That shit.
Issue
Star
number
Trek
7.
covers are too easy, Bruce. They're too fucking easy because they all suck.
Well, there's some good Star Trek covers. Thank you.
No, there's not.
A few
no.
of the incentives.
No, there's not.
The blueprint one of the D Space Nine was a great cover. Let me see this. Got this for you. Even got another one.
Yeah, I got two for you.
I just wanted to feel like I was part of the team.
Good job, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
didn't
for
think we
showing
even
up. buddy.
talked about Star Trek anymore now that Ish is off the show.
That's
Great point. Great point, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate your input. You are lovable.
Way to really
lovable,
just
you shy
jump
boy.
in there, Sam.
I got something to say.
Grab the
Well,
bull
this,
by
this
the
is an
horn and
obvious
take it
choice
in.
for me.
You're lovable and huggable, shoe shine boy.
Pick that low hanging fruit, Lucifer.
That's what I'm here for. I love picking on low hanging fruits.
How do you say pile of shit in Klingon?
Ah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Why do Klingons sound like the Tasmanian devil? Next up, we have Masters of the Universe, Forge of Destiny. Number 1, the Rodriguez variant.
They had a couple bad covers.
Yeah.
But I saw that this one was already on there, so I didn't put the other shitty cover on.
I think the other cover's worse. Like this cover
I
ain't
th-
that bad. Like
The other cover is fucking terrible.
I thought it was
This
just
is
bad.
better
You
than
can't even
that.
make out their faces in this.
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
pretty bad.
Most
But
do, but
it's a Tim Seeley written book too. Huh?
Oof.
Well, he didn't draw it. He just wrote
No,
it.
no.
this is better than that one Masters of the Universe book where it was really garbage. That last series, that with the number 2 or something like that, that orange cover. I can't remember who did the cover, but it was god awful.
Here,
The other cover. This
Here,
looks
I'm
like
gonna
the
share
man
it right
saw
now.
a pair of boobs for the first time in his life.
like overcompensating, or
It's weird. It's terrible.
like a lot of Freddie Williams covers I like he did the Ninja Turtles Batman covers and stuff, a while, a number of years back. But like this one is not good, not good at all.
yeah.
And then is this the one you're talking about, Matt?
No, I was talking about that one that you
You're
just
talking
showed.
about this one?
Yeah.
This one, that one's
Like
Yeah, it
He-Man looks like he
He-Man.
just saw a pair of boobs for the first time in his life. He's like,
oh,
yeah.
He literally has muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks like someone fed him with helium or something, but
it's that art for a trapper keeper. The only thing that's decent about it is Castle Grayskull on the back.
Yeah, I like the Castle Grayskull.
But other than that, yeah, he saw boobies. He's
So-
mad at him for seeing boobies. Skeletor is mad at him for seeing boobies.
It was
Where's
evil
my
his
girlfriend?
boobies he saw.
Don't you fucking look at boobies
You didn't share the boobs.
until next time.
Next time.
until next time, man.
Next up, we have Peacemaker Tries Hard, number 5,
Dude,
the
this
Daniel
cover's
Warren Johnson cover.
terrible.
Oh,
One reason I think it's terrible, first off, is why the fuck is Deathstroke so buff?
Why is he purple out here looking like the fucking Max?
And you could tell he works his right arm out a lot more than his left.
Ayo.
God damn it, let me hide my arms. Popeye arms.
Yeah, this cover's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Everything about it was just, I just think it's a poor representation of Deathstroke. Like, just being too buff, like the slim waistline with the huge muscles. Look at that gargantuous fucking leg. He's wide.
His calf is as wide as his thigh.
Holy fuck.
Jeez.
Daniel Warren Johnson, you missed the mark.
Correct, sir. Next up, we have Silver Surfer Rebirth, Legacy number 1. The I Should Retire Frank Miller cover.
Good night, dude. This cover is terrible.
He said good fucking night. That knee looks like a face.
It does.
Dude.
Sounds like jealousy.
Look at his fucking pouty lips, man. Look at like pout lip. Yeah.
Well, no, he's doing his duck face for the camera.
Yeah. His fucking blue steel.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
so bad. The sad fact of the matter is that the surfboard looks better than anything else on this goddamn page.
It's because it's simple.
They got McFarlane feet.
Dude, Frank Miller, man. He's just got to stop.
And that second finger after the index. What the fuck?
At least that finger.
It's like-
at least that hand has fingers.
It's like twice the size of the other fingers. It's like index finger, thumb, third finger, fourth finger, and then funky thumb. Next to the next
Well,
finger.
that thumb looks like it's broken because it's like twisted a little bit further than it should be.
Have we compared this to the Wolverine cover he did the other day?
Oh, they're both awful.
Oh god.
Did you see the upcoming Batman?
'Cause it kind of reminds me of
Logo?
the same pose he had for the Wolverine one.
It is essentially the same exact pose. So I wonder if he just drew Wolverine, erased it all, then colored him silver.
He did. You know, oh fuck,
Those would
I'm
be
on a
great.
time crunch.
He's what, 80 years old? He doesn't have time to do that.
Time to quit fucking drawing, Frank Miller.
All right, next up we have best covers of the week.
Was it
Oh,
only 3
apparently we have
Beautiful.
blanks.
Blank is the best cover of the week.
Looks like somebody did pick a couple extra fucking slides there. All right.
I think Brucifer needs to refresh his screen then.
Why
'Cause
did
they
you
probably
add a
got-
couple?
No, it probably got hidden after he had it loaded up, so it's not showing the correct presentation.
Gotcha. All right. Jen Bartel stock cover.
Fire and Ice.
I like it. It's a good cover.
Yeah,
We'll
I
just
picked-
all stay silent a little bit longer.
I picked this
I'm-
because
I'm taking it in. Like I'm taking in the Jen Bartel goodness.
yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
Looks
good
great.
cover.
I'm trying to figure out what they have to do with Smallville, but
Well, hey,
Well,
in
in
Smallville,
Smallville, there's girls that hang out. You know, there's just sometimes people.
Oh,
I
there.
no
like
doubt.
the party.
somebody got to protect Smallville.
Girls like the party. I like to buy these covers a lot for my daughter's collection. I buy a lot of the Jen Bartel stuff, the She-Hulk covers, and
I'm sure she appreciates it.
she will when she's older.
Thank you, Buffy guy. I am.
There is hand on ass.
All right, next up we have Godzilla.
It's a
Here,
badass cover.
Here There Be Dragons, number 3.
I love Tyler Kirkham's a
10
badass
copy
artist.
Kirkham full art variants.
See, Tyler Kirkham can do other things than battle damage covers.
Yeah, when I saw that he drew this.
Dude,
I
he does
was
all
like, wow.
kinds of badass covers.
I know, but it just seems like lately he's just repetitively doing those goddamn battle damage covers. Whatnot has corrupted him.
It's easy money, man.
Leave the whatnot.
He sold his soul
Please.
and whatnot.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
Just like Rob when he thought he was getting out, they sucked him back in.
I remember when I met Tyler Kirkham, I was asking for a cover. He was such a dick about it. I was asking, I can't even remember now. It was like Ace Comic Con. He was at Ace Comic Con, and I was like, hey, I'm looking for this. Yeah, no, why would I have that? Oh, sorry, Tyler. Whatever, fucker.
The Buffy guy says Godzilla is bleeding from his jaw. That's battle damage.
He's eating a bat. That's not his blood. I don't bleed my own blood.
That's what I was about to
Nobody makes
say.
me bleed my own blood.
he has a bat in his mouth. I thought Selena was the only one allowed to have a bat in her mouth.
Nobody.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. Oh,
damn.
Meow.
me fucking ow.
Next up, we have Static Shadows of Dakota number 7, Acuna card stock variant. I picked this because it's badass.
That is
freaking
badass.
cover with Ebon in the back. I believe
Yeah, I
that's
give it a
Ebon.
7.5.
That's what she said.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's why she always hits the curb.
Ayo. Sweet cover though.
I like him.
Alright.
Next up, we have
Here, hold on. I got a request.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Immortal X-Men number 15, the Noto Quiet Council cover.
I just think that fucking Noto's just a badass artist. I think he's just one of those guys that he's subtle but kills it. And
There's just something about this cover I'm not a fan of.
what?
I think like the hair looks very just like basic. Like there was not even any attempt to make it look good. She kind of looks cross, like she's got a lazy eye a little bit. I know she's supposed to be looking to the side. I don't know. Just something about this cover doesn't scream good to me. Like, it's not terrible. I wouldn't put it on the worst covers, but I looked at it and I was like, I'm not feeling it.
Man, I dig Phil Noto covers. They're just, you are right, anyway. I agree with that. They are too small for my liking. Matt don't like no basic bitch.
Nope.
So should this be the Noto Small Titty Council cover?
Yep.
Itty bitty titty
Damn.
committee.
This is the itty bitty basic bitch cover. So
She looks like the chick who plays Veronica Lodge on Riverdale.
no, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. Look it up.
No, she does. I am gonna look at it.
Look it up.
Because that chick is hot. Like no,
She looks like
no,
Sonya Blair,
no.
that wrestling girl. Sonya Blair, I think that's her name.
Does not look like Veronica.
Sonya Deville, you mean?
Yeah, Sonya Deville.
Joseph, so that's a comfortable C cup, nerds.
That doesn't look like her.
No. No.
Side by side. Go side by side.
It doesn't look like her.
No.
That tattoo right there
No.
says property of Kyle.
Yes, it does.
It says to my friend Kyle.
Fucking sure as hell does. Oh. Hello, hello. See that's me right there.
That looks like you.
That's look, I'm even laughing with her. Nope.
Wait, that what's her name from Riverdale, right?
Yeah. Come on,
Thank
Linda.
you, Bruce, for catching up to the conversation. We appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. What else has she done besides
She does deodorant commercials.
what?
She does. She does a deodorant commercial, like a
She does Kyle about 3 times a week in his dreams.
Ayo.
AO is right. Hello. All right. Oh, yes.
Thank you, Buffy guy.
Yes. That is an incorrect statement, sir.
Hey, click that one with the red dress.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right here.
There you go.
Yeah. I need to go take a cold shower. I'll be back.
Somebody bring Kyle some napkins for his floor.
Yep.
At least you're taking a shower.
Someone has to.
Next up, we have the Joker, the man who stopped laughing, the French number 10, the Francesco Martina cover.
That's a badass cover.
Dude, that's so fucking
Even though it looks
cool.
like he's putting on the penguin's face.
No way. It looks like the Joker.
Looks like he took my fat face and put it on.
It's creepy seeing these pics with Kyle and Spring on the mic. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a badass cover.
I'm
That
still
series
looking-
has some really good covers.
I'm still
Sell me
looking
some
at pictures.
deodorant.
It's like a secret deodorant commercial she does.
Yeah, she's like twirling around.
Yep. Oh,
Sell me
Look
some
at-
deodorant. Tell me
look at
the
her right
secret.
there. Oh.
All I see is Kyle's shared screen on the back, just still scrolling through everything.
Oh.
Put the hands above the desk, buddy.
Oh.
Next up, we have Kill Your Darlings, number 1, the Stegman cover.
I love this cover. Ryan Stegman killed it. When I saw this cover and I read the synopsis of it.
Synopsis.
The synopsis of it.
Synopsis.
I am definitely going to read this book. It's kind of cool. So next week, everybody pick this up. The Joker is thinking about Emily Rudd. Oh, I'm going to totally. When I say pick up this book, I mean read it on the internet. But
Oh, jeez. It's a killer cover. I think I'm going to pick this up.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, open the page and read it.
but I'm told this looks interesting. I think it's going to be a cool. I think it's going to be a cool book. To be fair, you don't need the pictures for Kyle whispering in the mic to be weird. Love
Yeah,
the cover, but tired of bloody and non-bloody variants of the same cover.
that's a prison thing she's been doing at Boom. Next up, we have Spider-Gwen Annual #1, the Ji-Hung Lee Spider-Gwen cover.
I was on the fence about putting this one on the best covers because
I love this cover.
Because why is she a ballerina?
If you look at it when she's got her suit on, she's wearing ballerina shoes.
Ballet
That's
slippers.
dumb. That's
So it's
dumb.
like just her getting dressed. Sweet cover. A lot of artistic ability with this bad boy.
It's not a great cover, but it's not a bad cover. But I could see.
I think it's nice.
Yeah, people will buy this and it'll go for double ratio. Then
This here.
next month it'll be at under ratio.
That's when I'll buy it.
Yep.
Or when you say buy it, you mean read it on the internet?
Yes. Yes. What's it going for on eBay right now?
Too much for you. If you have to ask, you can't afford.
You cannot afford it. Hey, hell yeah. That's awesome. I love that we didn't hide we didn't skip slides. That's fucking fantastic. I love it.
Oh, they're skipped.
Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best on this show.
We
I
strive
get,
for the best.
I get double treatment this week. Nice.
Big news anime. Take it away, Sam.
We already did a lot of talking about the One Piece live action, but I think
Dude, the Virgin cover is fucking expensive.
But the live action is catching on. Now, this Pokemon live action drama series that's been announced is a little bit different. They're not bringing Pokemon to life. This is about a woman who picks up her Pokemon Red game, and it's about her playing the video game rather than the Pokemon themselves coming to life. So she's in the real world, not in the game world. She's in the real world. So it's a little bit different. I think that's an interesting way to save on the special effects rather than having to go through.
Absolutely stupid.
But that is coming in October to Japan, and we don't know yet if they intend to bring it internationally. That live action bug is getting around.
Nice. I wonder how good this will be.
The Virgin 1 in 100 is going for $200 for that Spider-Gwen annual one.
Already?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. Next up. I don't know if you guys know this, but the author of Dragon Ball has several other series. One of them is called Sandland, and it had a movie release in Japan on August 18th. And the first 15 minutes of it has been released online for anybody who's interested in seeing that. It's going to be released in the U.S. in 2024, but you can see the first 15 minutes of it online.
I think it's a video game too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is also a video game.
They were pushing the shit out of it at San Diego.
She's flicking her bean while playing Pokemon.
No, I don't think that's the point of that show, but
I think so now. I'm on board with AOA.
so check out Sandland if you're a big Akira Toriyama fan. And then in anime adjacent news, Netflix's Arcane is going to be hitting in winter 2024. Season 2 is going to be hitting in winter 2024, according to a recent Tencent Video v Vision conference. I know a lot of our viewers. I know I really like that series. I know a lot of our viewers liked it. So something to check out. And then finally, in our WTF manga of the week, we have Heterogenea Linguistico. When his mentor is injured, novice linguist Hakaba is appointed to take over the professor's research in the netherworld. Though Hakaba has studied the languages of werewolves, lizard people, and other netherworld races from afar, this will be his first field experience coming face to face with those so many of his fellow humans have dubbed monsters. The interesting thing about this is that it explores language and the way different beasts may communicate. One of the things that's weird about this is he has to learn how to use body language to communicate with Snake Lady. He's trying to communicate with Snake Ladies by shaking his booty. So if this is kind of more on the wholesome side of things, it doesn't get real risque or violent. This is just about trying to explore how different creatures might communicate. But it's kind of the way that they get to different creatures, different monsters, and communicating with them can get pretty creative. So we kind of took a lighter turn this week after last week, which was Prison School. I wanted to take one that was a little bit more on the wholesome side.
Lame. I was telling you earlier, I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, I love that anime.
Great series.
Dude, it was fucking pretty good. I think I watched like the first 5 or 6 episodes this morning.
Yeah. If you really are into chewing your fingernails, that's hey, take it easy. Take it easy on the fingernails, man.
Dude, when he rips out the heart, I'm not letting him take over this body again. He fucking throws it just off to the side in the grass. Dude, it was awesome.
A lot of great stuff out there.
Yeah.
First appearances this week.
All right. Up this week for first appearances, we have Knight's Terror, Knight's End #1. The first appearance of Dr. Hate.
Fuck, they're running out of ideas for names.
So
Dr. Dislike.
Haterators out there, pick up your Dr. Hate. Up next,
They did try other names, Kyle. Dr. Hate wasn't the first one they went with. They also went with Dr. Discomfort.
Dr. Preparation H.
Dr. Hemorrhoid. But
Next up, we have
it had the same ring to it.
The Incredible Hulk #3, first appearance and death of Brother Deep. It's just the shit beaten out of him by an emo Hulk.
Oh, why they got the Spider-Man?
Followed by we have Star Wars: The Mandalorian Season 2, Issue 3, the full first appearance of Bo-Katan in a standard U.S. comic.
A bunch of appearances in a Star Wars book? No way.
Right?
Holy shit, that's so unheard of.
So if you're a Bo-Katan head, get out there and pick up
First
Star Wars: The
appearance of Wolf
Mandalorian Issue 3.
Damn that Star Wars 34.
And up next, we had everyone's favorite cover from last week. Weapons of
Helverine,
Vengeance Wolverine. First appearance of Helverine.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Wolverine.
Well, you know, they tried out some other names for this guy too.
Oh my
Discomfort
god.
Vereen, Hemorrhoid Vereen.
Just gonna run through the same list again, right?
Dude, Helverine, dude. That oh my fucking god.
Erectile
They also had
dysfunction
Hate
Vereen.
Vereen, Ben Vereen.
Yeah.
Bend
Ben
over.
Vereen.
Helverine. Oh my god, dude.
Be on the lookout. These are books that you should be looking for in your back bins, econs, and your local flea markets, yard sales, and
Your mom's
Stix's
house.
house.
Your mom's house.
Sticks' house.
Stix's
Look at
house.
that.
I decided to do
Magneto's
like
he's starting to work down south.
It's
I
a pretty
decided
manly looking rogue.
I decided to pick modern newsstands this time. So we got X-Men Legacy issue 232, last sold for $24.95. These later runs of X-Men Legacy are very hard to find in good condition.
Where's his right hand at?
What do you think is that? It's in
In
her
his
robe.
cape.
He's holding his cape.
Yeah, that's what she said. Are you holding your cape? No, I'm happy to
He's
see
just
you.
happy to see me.
Yeah.
Next, we have Uncanny X-Men issue 513, last sold for $85. If you see these Uncanny X-Men 500 on run of the original series, please pick up those newsstands.
I like the
Looks like
thinking.
Angel. Looks like Angel right in Magneto's closet.
Oh yeah, that makes.
I like the thinking
Magneto.
pose.
Mm.
I need an outfit. Here, take this.
Looks like Daddy wants sugar. Next up, we have Supergirl issue number 1, the Turner cover. Last sold $70. I love Turner's covers from the
But this
Supergirl
one isn't the best.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
This
It's
was
not
his
one of his
last
better
cover,
covers. I think it was close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is not one of his best. He's got way better covers out there.
Next up, we have Futurama issue number 1. Last sold for $68.88.
That's down.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was on the
Especially for a
Simmering
newsstand.
10 a while ago.
Yeah, that's
Not
down.
that anyone gives a shit about that. But
No, everybody does those.
Hey, keep
Yeah,
it a little
everyone.
boil over there.
And the last cover on the lookout is Amazing Spider-Man issue 700. Last sold for $55.
I actually
When
have
it-
this in a newsstand.
I've got a couple of them, and
Understand.
you ran out. Oh, they're killing Spot. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
might
It's
have.
just hype. Cool cover though.
Yeah, it's a very cool cover.
Yeah,
And
that's something that for my Amazing Spider-Man stuff, I don't go and do like one newsstand, one direct. That's way too far into it for me.
As long as you got a
But-
copy of the book, you're fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these just if you just run across them.
I know.
Just saying.
But they're bringing
Just saying.
They're bringing Superior Spider-Man back
right,
though.
I know. Will it be Doc Ock this time?
It is.
Or
Yeah,
be
it's
the
still Doc
Vulture
Ock,
this time?
Why change something that was decent?
right?
Mm.
All right. Next up, we got the Simmering 10, a program that nobody gives a shit about.
The lyrics to that song are getting so good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
First up at number 10, we have the Nords Illustrated Swimsuit Edition.
Gnort.
Gnorts.
Norts.
I like
Gnort.
Gnort.
Last
Gnort.
recorded sale was for $40 raw, no grade on August 31st. This book just came out this week. It's
So
up
what's the Pablo?
43%.
The Pablo Verdader.
Villa Lobos.
Yeah, it's the
Villalobos.
artist, the Villalobos.
Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez.
1 in 25. Current trend, 24 recorded sales. High of sale was a raw on August 30th, 2023 for $80.
That's a lot of fire for a simmer.
Yep. At number 9, still on the list, we have this amazing Spider-Man issue 32, Elizabeth Torque, homage 1 in 50.
You think that's
7
amazing?
I like it. 7-day trend is up 90%. Top weekly sale was for $60.
Look at that
Weekly
funky
units
ass right
sold
arm.
was for $26. The last recorded sale was $38. No grade on August 28th. It's actually falling a little bit. It's on its down decline. That's down 8.83 for the week. 39 total recorded sales. Highest known value of the raw was on June 20th, 2023 for $70. It came out last week.
Okay.
At number 8, this was number 1 last week, and it's fallen hard just because of that first Sam Wilson as Captain America on the cover. We have Avengers issue 35. First cover appearance as Sam Wilson. 7-day trend up 93%. Top weekly sale was $100. Weekly unit sold was $35. Last recorded sale was a raw no grade for $4 on the 1st, which was yesterday.
That was
that's
quick.
1.16% currently trending. 358 total recorded sales. Highest known value was a CGC 9.8. Sold on August 22nd for $100.
AOA bought that last cover for $4.
I'll sell you mine for $3.
Whoa, low ball in there.
Undercutting.
This book keeps coming up and out, up and down, up and down, up and down, with the Deadpool 3 rumors of Channing Tatum finally getting to play Gambit. So the first or second appearance of Gambit, however you want to look at it, first cover appearance, though. 7-day trend, it's up
So he's
120.
in the book and on the cover, so it's first.
Yeah. 7-day trend up 128%. Top weekly sale was sold for $750. Weekly units sold was 20. Last recorded sale was 107 raw on August 28th, 2023. So that's down 6.20% for the so it's sliding already. 4,491 total recorded sales. Highest known value. This was a CGC 9.9 that's owned by Brucifer. That was bought on February 25th, 2021. For $26,351. Number 6, still hanging strong. We have Toxic Avenger. The 7-day trend for this one was up 118% for the week. Top weekly sale was $256. Total of 28 units were sold this week. Last recorded sale was a $31 raw on the 28th. That's up 0.13%. Current trends is 1,093 total recorded sales. Highest known value on this book was a CGC 9.8. Sold on May 29th, 2021 for $599.
Nice.
Number 5, with all the hype surrounding Ahsoka, we have Kanan in the Last Padawan, number 1. 7-day trend is up 135%.
Wow.
Top weekly sales topped out at $210. Total weekly unit sold was 26. Last recorded sale on this book was a CGC 9.6 for $100 on August 30th. That's up 2.9% on the current trends. 1,560 total recorded sales. Highest known value was a CGC 9.8 on July 6th, 2021 for $950.
Room temperature 10.
I will say this after
Ambient
watching
10.
Ahsoka show, I went back and watched Rebels. Damn good show. I have never watched it.
Because it's the ambient 10.
Yeah.
Oh, this book.
Yes. This Spawn book coming in. First appearance of Raptor. This was a NetherRealms variant for the Mortal Kombat DLC game edition intended for distribution at the 2020 Final Combat Live gaming competition in Chicago, which was canceled due to COVID-19 lockdowns. This is the book where there was supposedly only 50 copies handed out, so there was only 50 copies known to exist.
I got 48 of them.
Now somebody came out and said they just bought 1/6 of the print run. So there's more and more print of this book out there. So it just goes to show, don't trust print runs.
Sounds like some fuckery going on.
Shenanigans.
Yes, major shenanigans. But people are still buying this up. 7-day trend up 63%. Top weekly sales was $1,250. Weekly units sold 92. So 92. This book sold 92 times in the last week.
Wow.
Last
Thank you for
recorded sale was for
clarifying.
$399. Raw no graded on August 30th. That's up 1.83%. Current trends are 132 total recorded sales. Highest known value for this is the CGC 9.8 October 5th, 2022 for $5,500.
How many are on the census?
I have not looked to see how many are actually in the census.
I'll take a look.
But yeah, I just know that that's a lot to go from 50 and it even like have a representative from McFarlane come out and say there was only about 50 of these issues were handed out. And it was only because the convention still went on, but only participants and their +1s were allowed. The public was not allowed. So only the people that were actually there to attend the event got the book. And they said that the rest of them
132 sales
were destroyed, and that's not the case. Now
I'm not buying the destroyed thing.
Oh.
I don't care who the fuck says it. Nobody's destroying shit.
There's 84 in the census.
Yeah, so there you go. That's way more than the 50 that McFarlane people have claimed were given out.
Peoples are fucking liars.
So yeah, be careful with that whole I'm just gonna get X amount graded and have the rest destroyed bullshit.
Yeah. Handed out and printed are different things.
Yep.
I wonder if that 50 included all the comps and the people that got
See, the 50 were the 50 were the held back to sell later.
Right. But yeah, this book is just I didn't even really want to put it on there, but it's moving. So I felt like I should, but it's just there's a lot of controversy and fuckery going on in this book. At number 3 with Ahsoka, we had the first with Star Wars: The Clone Wars #1. The first appearance of Ahsoka Tano and Captain Rex, up 143% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week. Last recorded sale was for $719. Raw on August 30th. That's actually down 0.10%. But current trends are 719 total recorded sales. Highest known value in this book was a CGC 9.8, sold on June 13th, 2021 for $4,200.
Didn't Bruce win one of these in a Raz?
Yes, I did, at 9.6.
Ooh, baby.
Good job.
Yeah. There's a head out on me after that win.
I bet.
Next, we have at number 2, we have Dazzler #1, the self-titled Dazzler book. Again, flying high on this that Taylor Swift is going to somehow play Dazzler in Deadpool 3 while Deadpool 3 was filming the whole time she's been on her Eras tour. Somehow
big enough to play
people
Dazzler.
are still thinking Taylor Swift is going to play Dazzler. So people are still buying this book up. 7-day trend, it's up 153%. Top weekly sold for $750. Weekly unit sold $20. Last recorded sale was a no grade for $15 back on the 1st, which was yesterday.
Grade.
That's up 5.30%. Current total trends are 1,466 total recorded sales. Highest known value was a CGC 9.8 on May 9th, 2023 for $300. And number 1, we have Uncanny X-Men 130, the first appearance of Dazzler. Like I said, these Dazzler books are just people keep buying into the hype. 7-day trend up 118%. Top weekly sales was for 2,000. Weekly unit sold was 54. Last recorded sales for $300 with the CGC 9.2 on August 27th, 2023, up 4.64%. Current trends are 1,586 total recorded sales. Highest known value was a CGC 9.8 on April 18th, 2021 for $2,025.
You know what I say about that?
Oh my God. I am never going to financially recover from this.
Yeah, the only thing I'll remind everyone of is for that Dazzler #1, there are no newsstand. There was only a direct edition book only.
Is there a Canadian variant of that? Do you know?
No. Oh, well, it might be. I mean, direct wise.
Either or.
And
Either
this
or,
week,
Buffy.
moving on.
Top five, top five. It's a top
We actually had a
five.
top 5 this week.
Do we have a top 5 music?
We do. I don't think we have a top 5 music. No.
All right. So this
Top
week's top
five.
5 is grails that we would like to have. These are, to me, these were 5 books that I am on the lookout for that I will never be able to afford to buy because I'm poor as shit. So at number 5, I've got the Incredible Hulk 377 third printing. I'll never be able to get one of these. They're going around about $500, and it would be a cool addition to my collection, but I probably won't be able to get one. They're also kind of hard to find.
I've never seen one in person.
I have. But
I'm pretty sure McClay has one.
the new Incredible.
Yes. So, and then at number 4, I've got Amazing Spider-Man. Number 3, the first appearance of Dr. Octopus. Another book I will never be afford to buy. Same with Styx Boy.
Yep.
But this would just be a great addition to any comic book collection, and I just would love to be able to find it.
Oh.
Number 3, I've got the Amazing Spider-Man 678 variant, which is just way out of realm for most anybody. I think these are going for around, 10 to 15 grand signed copies. I would love to have one, but even the Mexican variants are going for a lot. Those are also hard to find for a decent price. But
Why you only paying pesos?
I wish.
Oh,
I
jeez.
wish. But this would just, oh God, I would just love to have this book. Number 2, get the second appearance of Magneto, first appearance of the Scarlet Witch, X-Men number 4.
And the Brotherhood of Mutants, Evil Mutants.
This would just be like I said, another great addition. It's just a book I've always wanted to get. And I could it's just never been in reach for me to be able to get because I'm poor. And then number 1 is the 1 in 25 retailer incentive cover of Thanos 13, the Raphael Albuquerque cover. I would love to own this. I would love to trade somebody for this book. If I have a book that people would like, I would love to be, if somebody has this out there, I would love to trade because I trust all you guys. So I would totally just send it to you so you can send me this book. But I would just love to have this book. You know, I've said many times on this show, I remember when it came out and I was like, $60 for this book. I'm just going to wait for it to drop. And that is not what happened.
It hasn't dropped yet.
No, this book is still super expensive. You know, and a lot of them had color rub on them, so a lot of them are, like 9.4s and 9.6s. It's hard to get the 9.8s for them, but I would love to have this book. I would even trade my first Harley Quinn for it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Because that's how much I would love to have this book. Raphael Albuquerque is my favorite artist. And just to have this book in my collection would just be like one of the end all be alls for me. I mean, I would be happier than a pig in shit.
Well, that's pretty happy.
You're right, Buffy. Your trust in us is overwhelming.
All right, my number 5 is Batman issue 181, the first appearance of Poison Ivy. At some point, I want to add this to my collection.
With the poster in it.
Yes, definitely. It's just a horrible cover, but an awesome character.
Yes, sir, Joe.
Number 4, we have Raven the Bold, number 28, the first appearance of the Teen Justice League.
That would be a cool book to have.
And the first appearance of Starro the Conqueror.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Flash. He's going right for the hole. Good for him.
Yeah, like a 1.5, 2.5 goes for anywhere between 2,900 to 3,500 raw.
Dude, that's nothing in Bruce for money.
The fucking Wonder Woman's over here looking like she's hitting a chip shot out of the fucking sand trap. Her lasso of truth ain't even connected to anything.
I didn't even notice that.
He'll just win in a razz.
Right.
Fucking Martian Manhunter's looking like he's making his own hole.
Ah.
Oh,
And why is Hal Jordan holding the tentacle? Just
Right.
saying. Number
'cause he likes the whole
3.
tentacles.
We have Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes, issue 23, the 1 in 10 Adam Hughes cover.
Oh, that
I
would be
love this
yeah.
cover so much. This is my second favorite Adam Hughes cover behind Teen Titans 75.
And the Catwoman cover.
Yeah. Issue was that 9? No.
It's right there. Son.
I don't know. This book is like what, $1,000 raw any given day. I have a few of the Mexican
Hold on a second, Bruce. I got it. Tyson's got a good one there.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Thank you, sir.
I got the La Mole Mexican.
That's La
oil
Mole.
berry. When a bean hits your eye.
Like an Adam
Wow.
Hughes Supergirl.
This cover has been homaged so many times over the last couple years, and I was an idiot for not picking this up when it came out.
Right.
All right, number 2, Green Lantern issue 55, the Mankey 1 in 25 variant.
Yeah, it's a dope cover.
I love this cover, but I am not paying what they're asking for on eBay for this.
Fuck you, eBay.
Lobo wearing all the rings with somebody's blood on his freaking spike thingy. Spike
Oh yeah.
Spike thingy.
thingy.
I know what you did last summer.
And it wasn't me. Number 1, Batman issue 227, classic Neil Adams
Oh yeah.
homage to issue 31 of Detective Comics.
Even though he doesn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom, it's still a great cover.
And that is my top grails for the week.
Good job, Bruce.
Thank you.
All right, my number 5,
Oh,
Amazing Spider-Man 66.
Yeah.
66,
my heart
67.
hurts every time I see this cover.
I know, right?
Like bastards.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I have
cover.
this one.
Do you really?
You do?
I do. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
What?
Fucking
I got it at a pawn shop
Get the
For
fuck
what?
out of here.
for $1. Well,
you're
5
fucking
years
Yeah,
old.
right. You're goddamn. You're like one of those guys that's like, I found this at a yard sale. Did I do good?
I found this
You
underneath my
dirty
grandma's
bastard.
toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I found this Action Comics in the wall of my house in the room I was remodeling.
Thank you, Cosmic.
Sure,
This is a
my list was
beautiful
good
cover.
enough. Wasn't Cosmic?
Well,
Number
Cosmic's-
4,
He's a fan of mine.
Amazing Spider-Man 14, the first appearance of Green Goblin. As
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Ooh.
gotta have
You
this
know,
one in your
This
collection.
almost made my list. I almost put this one on, but I was like,
But this book is way out of my poor ass
Oh,
price
yeah.
range.
My God, look at Hulk's face.
sucks being poor.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Number 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number
Oof.
1,
Oh,
first
God.
print. Who doesn't want that?
I'm just going to be happy with my third print
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I'd be
and
happy
my
with
fifth
that
print.
too.
I think I've got a 5th print.
I got a fifth print too.
Yeah.
The fifth print is the same as this cover. Right, Sticks? This is
Okay.
this is also the third print cover. Looks like this.
Yeah. Yes.
Or the fifth print cover. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 2, The Incredible Hulk 181.
I wrestled a hobo and won that comic as my prize.
Yeah,
Russell the hobo.
Ah,
Friends don't let friends buy
lost.
Green Lantern while high.
this is one of those books that just like I could probably afford it in a low grade, maybe, but it just keeps creeping up.
yeah.
A coverless one.
Yeah, and then a number 1, of course, Amazing Fantasy 15. That would be like my holiest of rare books. Once I got that book, I would probably quit collecting.
Bruce for riding high, flipping all those contests wins.
I have not flipped one book from any of those wins.
That's my top 5. Moving
job,
on to
Matt.
6.
So number 5 for me is it's going to be right down the road.
Yep.
Amazing Spider-Man number 5. I'll probably find this under a toadstool in my backyard.
Oh, jeez.
No, Sir Joe's doing that as an incorrect statement. It's first appearance, first on cover, first interior.
Yep. Right. Number 4 is Amazing Spider-Man number 4. Now I do have this coverless, but I would like one with the cover. So I'm still on the hunt for this.
How much did you get that coverless one for?
What did I get? I got that from my comic shop back in early 2000s. I think I spent $20
Oh shit!
for
You
it.
got it for a pack of Rolos and a sad hand job.
A sad reach around.
Yeah.
That's what I got my 129 for.
A reach around.
A reach around, yeah. Number 3 is Amazing Spider-Man number 3. I have a couple of reprints. I do have the Best Buy promo copy in my collection.
Close enough. No.
Close enough for me. They reprint these all the time, so but I would like an original. Number 2 is number 2. I do not have this in any condition. Would love to add it to my vast collection of Amazing Spider-Man collection that I have. And then number 1 is number 1. I would actually like 2 copies of this. I'd like to have the regular copy, and I would like to get the Golden Record reprint.
Ooh.
Of this.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So
God damn it.
I have the Golden
that's
Record
my top 5.
reprint of the
I know you do.
Journey into Mystery.
Yeah.
I guess that just leaves me.
What do you got for Sam?
Tyson just messaged me, and I will talk you out of it.
We can skip my slides.
Okay.
You got 5.
What do you mean
got
you
5
can
manga
skip your
that you need,
slides?
Sam?
Well, I
five
see.
manga?
I misunderstood the assignment. I thought it was about the Holy Grail. Thought that's what you guys were talking about. The
So
Holy
what?
Grail.
You put a cup on there?
I put my top 5 Holy Grail
She was
movies.
chosen poorly.
Holy
Ah.
crap!
Oh, that's why it got deleted, because they were movies.
You,
All
could-
right.
you still could have done it. Who cares?
We could have done that. Well, yeah.
My bad. So I had Excalibur. I had Indiana Jones Last Crusade. I had Monty Python the Holy Grail. I had Da Vinci Code, and I had
You did Holy Grail movie.
Sam is awesome.
Oh my
my
god!
B. My B.
You are
my
a Knigget.
God. That's fucking awesome. We told him we have no king.
All right. Next up, we have a new segment on the show.
I
Oh,
have
wow.
no idea what this is about. So if you explain it
How
to
is
me,
this
I promise not to tell Marco.
So the way Comic Book Rock Wars is going to work is that we're going to take an event or a storyline and you're going to give a song, put a song to it. And then we're going to leave it up for vote, and whoever votes is
Hold on.
whoever gets the most votes is the winner.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So like the first one I chose,
Yeah.
since I put this together, was for Dark Ages.
We
So
don't
the
like
synopsis
the
on
same
Dark
week.
Ages is this is what the Watcher has been watching for. A danger older than planets threatens everything. The age of technology is about to end, and for once, the heroes have saved Earth this time and again, find themselves almost completely powerless in the face of X-Men, and the Avengers will assemble. Spider-Man, Spider People, and the Fantastic Four will come together. Heroes for hire will fight alongside champions, but none of that will be enough. The lights are about to go out. The world outside our window is about to end, and after darkness comes apocalypse. So, like, my
BK.
choice for this would be REM It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel
We know
fine.
it. Chariots of Fire.
I would go with It's a Rainbow in the Dark.
Ooh, nice. My pick for this is Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I'll go next. I'll go with Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto by Styx.
Yeah, damn.
Ah,
I got to figure out who my song is by. I can't remember. Oh, I'm picking Motley Crue's "Shout at the Devil."
Nice.
Yeah, that's a
good.
great song. That's all over my Instagram feed right now.
There you go.
Buffy is
Dun,
Chariots of
dun,
Fire.
dun, dun, dun,
Six
dun,
was out Sticks.
dun, dun, dun,
Sticks been
dun,
out
dun.
Sticks.
Yeah, Sticks was out Sticks.
because it's a rainbow in the dark.
Fear
So-
of the Dark.
So I'm gonna have to reach out to Pete to try and get a poll put up on the community tab because I was hoping to be able to do it in the YouTube stream, but I just can't seem to do that through StreamYard, and I don't have access to the Renovision YouTube, so I can't put live polls up. So
That won't be the first time you can put a poll up.
Ah.
what's your pick
Bazinga.
then, AOA? You fucking son of a bitch. Let's hear what you got, AOA. Impress us.
Why would that pop song?
Matt's calling your card, AOA.
I mean, you're gonna call it out, call us all out. I want to see what he comes up with. But
We'll sit here quiet and wait.
yeah, that's Rock Wars. We'll
Takes
get
me
that
away.
Enter Sandman.
And man,
AOA's pick is
we need a rim shot.
100 Acre Wood
Show.
You need to. I got you.
by Kenny Loggins. AOA picks Kenny Loggins. Anything by Kenny Loggins.
AOA has been called out.
Hanging
Oh,
with the boys
wow.
from Top Gun.
I think AOA already bailed and went over to McClay's show.
Yeah.
Nights went out in Georgia, he says.
Oh,
That's a night when the
Oh.
light went out in Georgia.
personal Jesus.
There you go.
Lights.
Liggies. Sorry, Liggies.
Lights
No.
went out in Georgia.
Light.
Liheys. Those are Liheys.
So, yep, we'll try to make a poll for it. Poll. He said poll.
All right, and then we'll move on to ladies of the 90s.
Since I have found out on Facebook that somebody has fucking once again stolen a segment from SNS, but I went ahead and went with it anyway. Last week we did Kelly versus Jessica Biel because I can't remember any of her names since she was
Tiffany Thiessen.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
That's not Jessica Biel's name.
No, Jessica Biel is Jessica Biel.
Oh, I thought you were saying you couldn't remember Tiffany Thiessen's name.
No, I can. So
Right.
it looks like that once again. Kelly won. Kelly Kapowski won.
Let's go, Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the reigning champion. I think she's gonna be hard to beat.
I think she falls.
Everyone wants to be Kyle Vision. Thank
To
you.
whom? To whom, Matt?
So
To
this
tonight-
week,
To this week's selection.
this week, I am doing Kelly Kapowski.
Topanga.
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 Oh, Topanga.
Topanga.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough one here.
She grew
Sorry,
up in
Kelly.
Arizona
I'm
for a little
voting for
while.
Topanga.
Yeah, I like sweater yams.
Oh, dude.
Sweater yams.
Yeah.
No one wants Timberlake's sloppy seconds. I think Topanga's gonna take this one.
Topanga has them sweater yams, son.
There was just something about watching Boy Meets World. You were jealous of that goofy fuck that she was with.
I heard that was written by the Gimp.
Oh,
I've heard that too. Isn't that a coincidence?
Hey, you're from Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, you wrote Batman. So make sure to go vote as soon as Pete puts it up. Unless Pete decides to be Pete.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Well, he's
I
going
didn't
to.
rig
He's
shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it.
some more, so he probably isn't going to do it.
Topanga.
She's from Mesa. She's from Mesa, Arizona.
Topanga is fine if you need an inside linebacker.
You're crazy. Kyle didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if she tackled me. Whatever.
No, not at all. So
Turn
make
me
sure
into
to,
pancake.
All right. So go. What were you going to say, Kyle?
who's Lopez?
Yeah. We're not doing Cartoon Wars this right now. We just switched it to toys of the 90s. Last week we had Pogs versus Beanie Babies. A little bit closer than I actually thought it was going to be, but 49 votes. We had Pogs coming out at 59% to 41% over Beanie Babies.
Go
So this
Pogs.
week we're doing Mighty Max versus Stretch Armstrong.
Oh my god.
I'm going Stretch Armstrong on this.
Oh, did you not watch the Mighty Max cartoon?
No.
Mm.
It was great.
I didn't have
This
Stretch
is the
Armstrong.
Monkey
I
D.
had the
Luffy
Hulk
toy
one.
we need.
I had the Hulk Stretch Armstrong as a kid.
Dude, you tried to stretch him until that fucking weird ass toxic shit came out of him.
I stretched him so his arm broke right the fuck out. That's what I did. Hulk
But-
smash. Oh, not anymore.
Like Kyle said, head on over to the Renovision YouTube channel, vote in the polls for this week's ladies of the 90s and the toys of the 90s. Next up, we have Hot Chick of the Week.
And Tyson is 100% right. He knows how I think. I'm going with Emily Rudd. You know, the one thing I love about these pictures of all the pictures of Emily Rudd, I love the messy hair. I find it so sexy on her. So Emily Rudd is now my.
She kind of reminds me of Ethan Hawke's daughter.
She's your new
No
celebrity.
way. She looks way better than Ethan Hawke's goofy looking daughter.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No
She's hot
way.
though. She's super hot though.
She was in a Netflix movie, Fear Street.
Yes.
She gets killed in Fear Street.
Yeah, we're moving on.
Here, wait,
to-
hold on. She does not look like that.
She kind of reminds me of her in some of the photos.
Maya Hawk.
My Hawk's hot.
Nope.
Disavow.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's sexy right there.
And our what the fuck story of the week.
So if you pull up, there's a link for it in the doc, Matt. But yes, this week's what the fuck story: a beefed up car with a giant bull named Howdy Doody crammed in the passenger seat, pulled over by Nebraska police. That's a lot of bull. The full-size Bavine was riding shotgun and a tricked out Crown Victoria.
What?
I got a
Look at the horns on that sucker.
ad blocker. Hold on.
No way, that's real.
But
Why not?
it is real. I just want to know.
In Palestine.
Yes, indeed,
What do you want to
Tyson.
know, Kyle?
Innocent face, but not so innocent body. I agree.
Why isn't it?
Just find a different one then. But I want to know, first off, is how the fuck did he get the bowl in the fucking passenger seat? He didn't fucking pick the motherfucker up, put it in there.
He lured it with treats.
With treats.
He gave
Bull
it
porn.
Reese's Pieces.
Here.
Bulls love Reese's Pieces. I don't know if you guys know that.
I thought that was E.T.
Well, they're not. ET's not The only one who can like Reese's Pieces sticks.
I beg to differ.
Okay. Well, I just got it. I just did refresh.
Mm.
What in the fuck? How
He just cut a big old hole in his car.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
I agree with
my
Joe.
God.
But look at that shit, dude.
Like an old
He
police
put-
cruiser too.
He put a cattle gate on his car.
I don't.
Oh,
Oh,
sir.
dude, look, he did. Look, he did shit. Look at that. He shit all over the car.
Oh, nasty. Oh, man.
Let me get back.
That's just
Oh,
I
sir.
like that he's got a fucking old police cruiser too.
Oh, man. Look at all that.
Oh.
He was.
Sir, do
He
you know
was
why I
scared
pulled you over?
shitless.
Can you imagine that conversation? Oh, sir. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, officer.
There's no way that bull went willingly into that car.
This ticket is bull.
Like, that's no bull.
Now that ain't no bull.
It does. It does. 100%. It looks like a jackass stud. Look at that shit, dude.
Best car
Never
engine.
mind. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Nope,
I
too
didn't-
late.
I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to get it fixed.
It's already gone. Stop screen.
Son of a bitch.
God,
Sir.
not forget.
All right, now I got dodgeball.
I told you, boy. My poor man.
classic
Take a look
dad.
at how these glasses made it on the floor. Bean. Boom. That's our man Tyler. Tyler Tryon from the
That
old
looked like
Couch
it hurt.
Crunchers crew. Bloop. Took one right to the face.
Football.
Yeah, he did.
There's going to be a sequel to this one. So stay tuned.
Balls too.
Balls to the face.
Balls to the wall.
Balls to the face.
This time.
Balls.
They're shaved.
Balls.
Take that, nerd.
So, thanks everybody for joining
Jesus
us today. We
Christ,
are
man.
really glad you guys came to
What?
tune in
What are you
Saturday
Jesus
Night
Christ me
Special.
for?
It's been a great show. We've
Many hookers suffer from balls to the face.
we've been really pushing. You know, we pushed this one to the brink. Stuffed this episode full of content for you guys,
Stuffed.
and
Oh, sorry.
Stuffed balls to the face.
stuffed balls. Make sure you check out all of the great shows on Renovision. Make sure you check out my Instagram,
Thresholds of
Triple D
Reality.
Dodgeball, at Triple D Dodgeball on Instagram. Check out Absolute Geek on Absolute Geek Podcast. Check out Kingdom of Nerds. Check out Sticks Boy on whatever show he's on. I think it's Get Off My Lawn or something like that.
He's like everywhere.
Yeah, Brucifer and Sticks are like all over this channel.
I'm only
Like-
on one show.
Like Batman, I'm wherever I'm needed. I'll be there.
Like a case of herpes, he's everywhere.
I'm just like Renovision's backup.
Check out Thresholds of Reality.
Here's the second string.
Yeah.
Anything I'm
back
missing,
up on
guys? What else am I missing? What are the plugs?
How come AOA does all of them but follow Thresholds of Reality?
Check out Thresholds of Reality. Probably because he doesn't know.
We have an IG and a YouTube page, AOA.
Lots of great content. Timeless.
He's not
content
doing
that
it
we-
because it's me.
Check out the Star Wars show on Sunday, where they're probably gonna be reviewing episode 3 of Ahsoka.
The
Make sure
embargo has been lifted.
check
It
out the
has.
Pack show on Wednesday to see what other stuff they steal, and what other stories they come up with.
They're gonna call it Rap Wars.
Yep,
God.
Song battle.
there you go.
What's your favorite rap song to put to this storyline?
And
with
yeah,
that,
that covers it all.
He hates you, Kyle.
let's add
On
Fiend.
that note,
Either you've got me confused with somebody